actually over 60 at times, and we're going down to a low of 8. Sunday, partly sunny, high of 10. Monday, sunshine, high of 9. And Tuesday, sunshine, high of 9. Currently in downtown Regina, overcast, and it is 1 degree.
B&A Petroleum is a Southern Saskatchewan family-owned business that's there for you. They've been supporting their clients for over 30 years with locations in several communities throughout the southern part of the province. B&A Petroleum is available for all your bulk fuel and lubricant needs with propane at selected locations Monday to Friday. And don't forget, their Cardlock location is accessible 24 hours for your convenience. B&A Petroleum. Fuel you once, fuel you forever.
Broadcasting from Century Studios in downtown Regina, Harvard Media presents The Sportscage, where Saskatchewan comes to talk local sports. Brought to you by Nelson Homes, supplying home packages and RTMs for over 65 years. Be part of the show. Call 1-866-767-0620 or text 306-936-6262. The Sportscage. Streaming at sportscage.com, our YouTube channel, and on the radio at 620 CKRM.
Halloween edition of the Sports Cage. For Nelson Holmes, let's go. And it's Friday. Yeah, yep. And even a special guest on Friday. Since he wasn't here yesterday, we won't introduce him yet. We won't introduce him yet because he is in costume as well. If you're watching that stream through our YouTube channel, sportscage.com, this thing on my head might be cutting off circulation. I'm starting to get a little bit woozy. So as we could be in for a real fun, interesting show here. We have Farhan Lalji joining us off the start of the show. Going to hear from the Riders. Coach Mace. I heard they had some fun, too, at practice today since it is Halloween. The Regina City football final goes tonight at Mosaic Stadium. We had Friday Night Lights where we talked about all the semifinals going on, 6-a-side, 9-a-side, 6-7, all that stuff. But tonight it's the city final in Regina. We're going to handicap that for you. We're going to go into that with someone that doesn't have any skin in the game but has coached high school football in Regina for a long time. Kelly Adams. Later in Hour 1. Hour 2, Coach Mark McConkey of the Regina Rams. They are into the playoffs. It's tomorrow. We have it here on 620 CKRM against Manitoba. It'll be on a digital stream, Colson says. CKRM 3. How do people find that tomorrow?
Go to the website. It'll be on there on a banner somewhere. Because we're broadcasting the semifinal.
Yeah, we got lots.
And there's a Pats game.
We got lots.
And Rams.
We got lots. We got lots of stuff. So Coach McConkey is going to talk about the Rams game, all that. NASCAR report, clutch performer, sprinkle of the day. Luke Mullinder and Eric Francis starts Hour 3. Eric Francis is going to be joining us from Nashville, Tennessee. Our hits with Eric are fantastic, unpredictable, off the rails at the best of times. When he's in Nashville on Halloween, who knows where that's going to go in Hour 3. Bum, bum, bum. My co-host today for Flooring Superstores, he's usually in on Thursday, but he was hunting yesterday, and he came straight from hunting. If you're watching the stream, you see him decked out.
Straight from hunting. Straight. Yeah.
Sharky.
Got the hat on, everything.
Flooring Superstore, Trent Dickin and his team, over 20 years in business. You're a client. Give them a nice little plug.
Well, I am a client. It's been a fantastic experience going through Flooring Superstore, learning what they've got, finding the solution, making sure the wife's happy. It was nothing but the best. Installs coming up. I hope to have a full review shortly.
Right on. We are giving away 2 today, Sharky. Tickets to the West Final.
That's big.
I know a lot of people out there are going, the West Final's not sold out yet.
Then go get a ticket.
It's 2025. Things move different these days from the last time we held a West Final. It's just how it is. I think we're going to see a packed stadium. We got 2 tickets to the West Final to give away. All the text messages today are going to be entered. If you're watching the stream and you can tell me what my costume is, You get 3 entries. Colson's going to put you in 3 times. But you got to message that in, and you got to be watching the stream at sportscage.com through our YouTube channel. Don't forget, it's free. It's like my mom. She thought you had to pay to do it. How do I pay to watch you?
How do I pay to watch?
It's free, Mom.
Yeah, my mom doesn't even do that.
Everything is free. Okay, here we go. It's Blue Jays tonight.
Well, first I want to talk about this trip before we get to the Blue Jays.
Your hunting trip?
Hunting trip. It's
Okay.
Ipswich, South Dakota, 00 Farms. Tim, Jim, Jeff, Ed, great guys down there. But we had an incident. We had a small incident.
The dog?
One of my dogs, and I love my dogs, and they work hard.
Which one? Vegas?
Vegas. Vegas found a black and white critter in the field.
Things happen in Vegas.
Yeah, well, Vegas, she got a penalty. She had to go get bathed with peroxide and baking soda.
That's what I was going to ask. How does that happen? So a skunk sprays your dog.
Don't get your dog wet right away. First, don't get it wet.
So don't take a hose to it.
Don't take a hose to it because all you're doing is that's an oil on there. Well, it's not going to come off. See, that's why you got to have the peroxide and the baking soda and the dish soap to get it off.
Educational program.
That's right. So learned some more, did some more studying on it. She's better now. She had a little in her eye. Jeff had some wash, and right away we put it in her eye and got her fixed up. But yeah, so she was pretty tired and worn out after 2 days in the field. But great hunt.
Why not tomato soup?
I don't know where that comes from. I've never found that anywhere to be a successful piece.
No?
No.
You go to an Albertsons or a Bash's down in the States
Dollar
and buy
General?
a Dollar General.
There's a Dollar General in Ipswich. We could have slid by there and picked up some soup.
Buy a flat? What's with the flat of tomato soup, sir?
Mind your own business.
You brought me back a tin of chewing tobacco, but it's not the right stuff. And a flat of tomato soup.
Buying chewing tobacco is not my strength. If you'd have said beer, easy. I'm good at that one.
I'm weird. So, dog's okay now, though?
Dog's okay
now. A little
now.
stinky kind of still?
There's just a touch of a smell. The wife, of course, is on it. She says that she still smells, but no, she's pretty good. Tired, but pretty good.
I ran over a skunk.
So thanks, boys.
Ran
Great
over
trip.
a skunk once. That was awful.
Yeah.
That smell, it just stays in your vehicle, underneath your vehicle, your undercarriage, like smells usually do.
You don't want anything smelly in your undercarriage.
No, and I washed it and
Bad undercarriage is no good.
Yeah. No. But you're back, and then you brought snacks.
Yeah.
You brought treats because it's Halloween.
Halloween treats.
And
Pick your favorite.
In that, if you're watching the stream, sportscage.com, you see the
Dairy milk.
popular Wonder Bar.
It's my favorite. The Wonder Bar is my favorite.
Greg yesterday too. Greg from Piffles.
Yeah.
He's Wonder Bar guy. I think it's
And
highly
only the mini ones.
It's
I don't
highly-
like the big ones. Just the minis.
like a see, they're not clients of the program, so I don't care. Like a famous sandwich in Regina, the Wonder Bar is extremely overrated, I find.
Really?
Crispy crunch in this little box of goodness you got here. That's my first liner. Followed probably by the caramel.
Yeah.
Then there's a dairy milk Oreo. Why screw with the dairy milk?
Why mix the Oreo into it? What is it? Why has it got to be there?
Dairy milk came this far on its own.
And Oreo's fine alone.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like that company that says, all right, we're going to make some changes here. We're going to bring in this young, strapping, out of school. No, just freaking. Dairy milk's been there forever.
Leave it alone.
He's doing his thing. There's nothing wrong with Caramel. Caramel did a really good job of branding to us in the late 80s, early 90s.
The secret.
How did they get the caramel
In the chocolate bar.
in the caramel bar?
Yeah.
That was a great. They should
Still
go back
don't know.
with it.
I still don't know.
Not as good as the McCain Punch Roberto Alomar commercial.
You got me. I don't have that one.
You remember if we played it right now, which we can't because we'll get flagged on YouTube.
Yeah, we'll go with that
Hey
again.
Roberto, what's the toughest pitcher you ever faced? The one with McCain Punch. You don't remember that?
Now I do.
Oh, it was so. We grew up on that commercial. Make it quick. I'm watching Switchback, and that are two things that we just know. It's our thing.
Can I put the gun down? Let's set the gun down. Yeah.
Yeah. Maz would love that you brought in your gun, by the way. But it is Alomar. Let's go. Let's talk Blue Jays. It's Game 6. They win in 92 in Game 6. They win in 93 in Game 6. Tonight against Mr. Yamamoto.
Yeah. Yamamoto.
I am definitely, when we get to Sprinkle of the Day later, I think this thing is going 7.
The only way it doesn't go 7 is they rock him early. If they can chase him, they got a chance. But he's strong. He's a good pitcher. He's got a great mix.
Yeah. If you missed the show yesterday, Andrew Albers was on, and he talked about playing with him in Japan. He was so good young, you could tell that he. And then he off camera, he talked about just how great of a guy he is. The Jays, though, and I've been listening to so much baseball talk over the last little bit, and throughout the mornings and all that. And the thing that I heard today that was really interesting is besides Guerrero and Bichette, the rest of this team is pretty blue chip.
They're a lot of cast-offs.
Like guys that shouldn't be where they are. My Barger, like he should not be there.
He's
great hair, all hair club.
Yeah, all hair club.
And KK Hernandez,
yes,
from the Dodgers. When they hand out awards at the end of this thing, the all hair club, both of those dudes.
The Jimenez, what is Jimenez doing there and contributing the way he is? Clement playing outstanding.
There's a guy they talked about. He should
Clement.
Not be there.
Schneider. David Schneider.
Schneids.
He looks like he should be serving beer to Francis in Nashville tonight. That's what he should be doing.
I thought his name was David until the other day.
Not playing Game 6 of the World Series. Not hitting a home run off the first pitch thrown at him. They got a band that you wouldn't necessarily put together, yet they're playing some great music.
And that's where I'm just not... I'm not ruling anything out tonight. And
like I said, if they can get to Yamamoto early, they got a chance.
Do you bet with your heart? Do you play... The last game was the first game that I didn't take the pro line pick on Sports Select. I said, no, I'm going to go over. Treyu Savage, they're going to get runs on him. I think the Jays are going to score some runs on Snell. And I'm going over. And then it ended, and it was 8. Yeah. And it ended 6-1. And I was like, I've been on a heater.
I know.
When it comes to baseball. I don't want anyone coming at me telling me I'm not a baseball guy now. And then I am dialed.
Yeah, Savage has been a savage against everybody in the world, everybody in the playoffs. And that image of him walking off with Shohei Ohtani still swinging, losing his hat, his jockstrap, his backup glove.
Undercarriage.
Yeah, his dirty undercarriage. You got to be impressed with that kid right now and the stuff that he's throwing and the fact that the Dodgers just can't seem to find an answer for him.
Who's an X factor tonight?
Who's starting for Toronto? Guzman?
Gosman. I thought it was Guzman. I thought it was Juan's boy. They look nothing alike.
No, he was adopted. Gosman's going to pitch a great game tonight. He's going to go pitch for pitch with Yamamoto. So my guess is whoever gets chased first is going to be the difference. And like I said, the Blue Jays got to chase Yamamoto.
The Joe Carter home run. I'm going to ask you in a moment where you were when this happened, but Colson has it, and I know this is going to strike a chord with anybody over the age of 40 for sure. Here it was, 30 years ago?
30 years ago.
Here we go.
32.
Here's the pitch on the way, a swing and a belt, left field, way back, Blue Jays win it! The Blue Jays are World Series champions as Joe Carter hits a 3-run home run in the 9th inning, and the Blue Jays have repeated as World Series champions. Touch them all, Joe. You'll never hit a bigger home run in your life.
I love Mitch Williams, sick mullet, all mullet club. I love the police officer that's standing there with his hat on. Police officers always used to wear their hats.
Yep.
But I said this, I think, earlier in the week. There's a young Kurt Schilling.
Yes.
There on that bed. I said this earlier in the week. I was at the Blue Line Arenas in Saskatoon, which is now the Agra Twin. And I was forced to watch it. I didn't have my driver's license. I was with my sister's boyfriend. They were playing rec hockey And they were all up there, and all of us are watching it on like a 36-inch tube TV in the lounge up there, which wasn't much of a lounge.
It wasn't set up for watching TV.
And we watched it happen, and just remember it. And then 8th Street in Saskatoon went off the charts. That's the other thing. So, okay, first off, where were you?
I was in Regina, but my actual location I can't remember as specific as you can. I can remember the Lemieux goal, I can remember the Henderson goal, but I don't remember the home run per se. Probably because I was with the crew I was hanging around with. We were probably deep into the
illegal activity.
No, Coors Lights.
Okay,
just Coors Lights. Yeah, nothing illegal. Yeah, we were probably in pretty deep. Yeah, but it was in the city for sure. It was in Regina.
Tonight, yesterday, and talking to Arash Madani, and it's like, what is that atmosphere going to be like around the country? Toronto, 2025 Toronto to 1993 Toronto.
Very different places.
2025 anywhere to 1990 is different.
Sports bars weren't as big back in 93.
Well, they were more bars.
Yes.
They were just bar
that had a TV with
the said tube TV.
Yeah.
And darts. Like, smoking was illegal.
In bars.
They were gross. It was so gross.
I bartended for 6 years. It's a miracle I'm alive.
And there was no slappers. There was no VLTs. It was if you were lucky, you got Nevadas.
That was a really small town bar.
Pull tabs. Hey, you going up to get me one? Grab me some pull tabs and an egg. Small town bars.
And a pickled egg. Yeah,
small town bars, pickled egg for sure. Tonight, if it happens on Halloween, is it Albert Street? But I'm trying to push Quants. I'm thinking we move it out east somewhere. No?
Yeah, I like the Quants idea. Yeah, keep Albert Street clean. Move it out to Quants.
Chuka. That's the one.
You want it on Chuka Boulevard?
Chuka Boulevard takes all the heat tonight.
My house is 1 block off of Chuka. I don't want it out there, please.
Colson's having a party.
Colson's having a watch party.
Ask everybody, where's Colson live?
You know what? I don't see the things happening like happen in Saskatoon. And again, it's not the people celebrating. It's somebody taking advantage of the people celebrating to create the panic and everything else that goes with it. I don't see that happening again. Saskatoon City Police is going to be way more prepared, as is RPS tonight too. They're going to have all the boys out.
One of the professions I do not want anything.
It's not a good night
to be a cop in this day and age, and then you got to worry about buffoons at a Blue Jay victory.
Yeah,
come on, people.
Climbing a street light.
Yeah, don't do that. Okay, so here's the other thing. If we're going to go to break, all of our guests join us on the Western Pizza guest hotline. We had lunch with Spiro today.
Yeah,
and our group, and Spiro said, "Please tell everybody to pre-order."
Really?
Because it's a trifecta tonight. It's Friday, which are always busy for pickup, takeout. It is Halloween.
Number 2.
If you want to cook on Halloween, you're a little bit disturbed.
Yeah.
Pick something up, and it's Blue Jays Game 6 World Series.
It makes a lot of sense.
Trifecta, Western Pizza. They can handle it. Just call now and be like, hey.
I want this ready at 6:05.
Can I pick this up at 5:45?
Yeah.
5:40. A pie, some souvlaki, some ribs, some salad.
I've been on a
burger
southern trip with burgers and steaks for 3 days. A pizza would be really good.
Oh, man.
Really good.
I know that's what we're having. Western Pizza. All right, we got more to come. Farhan, Lalji standing by. Let's take a quick break. It is the Sports Cage on Halloween. Streaming through our YouTube channel, sportscage.com.
620 CKRM is your home to country's greatest hits and the 90s at 9. 1 full hour featuring the biggest hits of the 90s. Garth, Reba, Alan, Shania, George, and so much more. No cassette tape or CDs required, and 90s mullets are optional. 90s at 9 for the town of Wolseley and the voice of Saskatchewan. 620 CKRM.
The Rough Rider Foundation's 50-50 is heating up. And the early bird prize for the West Final is a week in sunny Costa Rica. Or $9,000 cash. But don't wait. The deadline is 5 p.m. November 6th. You could be cheering in paradise. Or cheering here with a wallet full of winnings. Don't get hit with regret. Buy your 50-50 tickets early at riders5050.ca and go Riders!
Riders 50-50 is presented by ISC. Lottery license LR250011. back to our regular spot, Pump Jacks Cathedral.
You know, I thought Pump Jacks was a kind of boot polish till last month.
What are you getting?
Kerwin's crispy ribs and a cold pint of local craft. Crispy, meaty, beautiful.
You had me at meaty.
Plus, we got live music on the weekends, big screens. This place is basically my second marriage.
And way cheaper than the first.
On the corner of Albert and 13th, Pub Jack's Cathedral Saloon and Steakhouse. Come early, stay late. The place where friends meet.
Since 1949, Nelson Homes has been providing you one-stop shopping for ready-to-move homes, panelized packages, and on-site builds. Nelson Homes' team of authorized dealers all over Saskatchewan would be happy to help you turn your dream home into a reality.
In the Saskatoon area, call Kurt at Canadian Timber Homes.
Or call 1-800-661-6534 for more information. Nelson Homes, trusted quality and service since 1949.
The name you know and trust has moved closer to you. Mainline Motors is now only 30 minutes away. The amazing deals and award-winning service is now at your doorstep. Mainline Motors, a proud Saskatchewan name for generations, is here to serve your every need with a huge selection of new and pre-owned with prices that won't be beat. Do your wallet a favor and call Southie Mainline today, 306-726-2060, or check us out online, southie-mainline.ca. Worth the drive every time, guaranteed.
It's time to get the inside story. TSN's Farhan Lalji on Sportscage is brought to you by the Cooperators. Time to get financially fit? Cooperators can build a plan that works for you. Cooperators, investing in your future together.
It's Halloween. Here we go. We're rolling. Farhan Lalji from TSN. What are you laughing at?
Me? I'm just sitting here talking to Rod Smith. He's chirping me. He's right over there. Like I don't want to put the camera on because he charges for that, but he's just chirping me on the side.
He can charge. It doesn't mean he's getting paid.
Well,
Come
that's
on.
fair, Sharky. That is fair.
Can we throw it on somebody's tab that used to be here? Just say, send it
What's
over.
up with your head? Is this just a Halloween thing, or is this, you got into a fight with Colston and he showed you what's what?
You have to guess what his costume is.
You got young kids.
I can't see it, all of it, other than the like.
You're seeing all you need to see. Yeah.
No, but you look like you're in a MASH episode, and you're one of the casualties.
It's not bad.
That's a good guess.
It's not it though. You got young kids. You should be able to get this, Farhan, but that's okay. Let's move on.
Right.
I know you're not a big fan. Are you going to watch a little bit? Are you going to watch Game 6 tonight, Blue Jays?
I haven't watched a single pitch in this series. Baseball ended when the Mariners lost Game 7 of the ALCS. My son has a high school football game tonight. It's going to be ugly and muddy. I'll have an umbrella. I'll have hand warmers, and that's what I'll be doing during that game.
The city final, the Regina City final football game is going tonight at Mosaic. It's a crisp night. Not bad though.
Not wet.
Yeah,
but
I've
crisp.
been to playoff games there before when I've gone, for CFL playoff games in Winnipeg and in Saskatchewan, and it's awesome. Like going to see it on the prairies. The kids don't get phased. Like the kids in Vancouver would totally just want to shrivel up into a ball and go home with some of the weathers you guys playing. I saw a provincial championship game. My good buddy Mitch Harrison, who was coaching at Dakota at the time, he's now on the staff at University of Manitoba, and they won a big game there, and it was snowing, and I thought, gosh, this is so cool. They're playing in the big CFL stadium, and the guys out here, we play our games at BC Place, but we do that so we can be covered.
And you know what we call that? It's soft.
Yeah, soft.
But we're proudly soft. Like, don't think you're throwing shade. We're good. We're good.
I know. Lots of dads in the bike lanes, man buns, satchels, soy lattes. I get it. It's okay.
Yeah, I can't stand bike lanes, but that's a whole other conversation.
Let's start with the East.
Okay.
Is there any way that Winnipeg can do this? What we know about Oliveira, Davis Alexander, you've been on that train for probably 20 months now. Anyway.
I don't think so. When you look at Winnipeg and just kind of the season that they've had and the ups and downs, this is certainly going to be a game that's going to rest on Oliveira's shoulders, right? They're going to try to lean on him and play bully ball as they like to do. But Montreal's defense is no slouch. They're going to get Sean Lemon back this week, so he'll be able to help with their pass rush. They've been stout against the run. They're good at linebacker. So they can flow and make it harder. And when you have a quarterback, whether it's a Davis Alexander or Nathan Rourke or what, like, everybody elevates and everybody believes. And I think this Montreal team with Davis in the lineup is different. And I'm not sure, like, when you look at Winnipeg, that one big game against Hamilton notwithstanding, this is a team that's found the most bizarre ways to win football games. Whether it's Collaros or Chris Streveler, it is back-to-back return touchdowns, kickoff. Like, they find the most non-offensive ways to win football games, and I just don't think Montreal's going to accommodate. They're not going to beat themselves. So Winnipeg's offense is going to have to do a little bit more. I'm not sure they're equipped to. We'll see how healthy Dembski is, if he even plays at all. Yeah. I just don't see a path to victory for Winnipeg. I think this is going to be Montreal.
It's interesting you say that, because everything you're reading about this is Winnipeg self-destructing. Dembski's hurt. Can Collaros get his marbles on the same track so that they go in the right direction? But when you look at Montreal, they're coming in here strong. Like, they're coming in here, what I would say is they got their game breakers all back at the right time. They got, right, Alexander's back now, right? Everything's just lining up for Montreal to be the team. So it's for me, it's their game to lose.
Yeah, it really is. And, we've said this at various times about Winnipeg, and they don't go away, and I certainly know that if they wind up going to Saskatchewan to Winnipeg as a Grey Cup, as the visitor, I think that would be such a cool storyline, but probably just for the people in Winnipeg, right? I mean, I don't know that anybody else league-wide wants to necessarily see that. But yeah, things are lining up for Montreal. I think they're playing their best football right now with Davis in the lineup. Obviously, he didn't play in the last game because they decided to wisely rest him. But, he's just one of those players. He's dynamic. He can beat you a lot of different ways. And I just think he's going to put a lot of stress on Winnipeg's offense to do more than maybe they're equipped right now. Now, does Zach Collaros have the ability to flip the switch? He does. I just don't know that everybody else around him does.
You coach it. You've been around it. I love it. This is what I love about football, Farhan, is when you get into these playoff games and you have a player that still has never played a playoff game and you rattle them early. Any kind of little, maybe it's a tip ball, which happens a ton, intercept. Maybe it's something that happens on the offensive line, a missed assignment. Can we put anything in the experience of that collective group on Winnipeg to the inexperience maybe of Davis Alexander? And I want to see how he can come through that.
Totally fair. And you're right. They do have a lot of experience. They may not be as talented or as athletic or have the same level of movement skills. Can Winnipeg's D channel that for one more game? They potentially can, but you're right. Like, Davis hasn't played in a playoff game since high school, right? Wow. And I've known about Davis since he was in high school and then first went to Portland State, and there's a lot to like there. And so he does have something to prove, but the way I know him and I know his personality and his confidence level, I don't see him getting rattled. And you look at what happened. Think about the time when Montreal, when they won the Grey Cup the last time and they beat Chad Kelly, and nobody expected Chad Kelly to implode the way that he did, and he did. But I don't know that there's a repeat performance of that here. I think Davis, even if there's some early success that Winnipeg has, an early interception, an early sack, whatever it is, I just think he's just going to keep punching.
Interesting that you think he's got the confidence without having been in that scenario before. It's interesting that you think he has the confidence. Yet, and I'm the opposite focus. Collaros has all the tools around him, but I don't think they're confident in their club and their offense right now.
Yeah, there's probably some truth to that. I mean, they get to these big moments and they get to these big games. And Mike O'Shea always talks about veteran players and how they're able to draw on so many past pictures. And they're going to count on that again. And is that going to be enough? We'll see, right? There are holes on that team that weren't there in previous years, in my estimation. So, is that going to be enough? It could. And like I said, Zach has the ability to flip the switch. But when I look at that roster and the number of guys that are down and the number of guys that are, like I said, if Adamski plays hurt and just where that roster has been, I think it's going to be a big ask because Montreal is just not going to be quiet, right? If Montreal plays poorly offensively, I still think they're getting 24 to 27 points if they play poorly. So, and Winnipeg, in my opinion, has got to do a lot to get above that against this defense.
What's the most intriguing part of the West semifinal for you?
I want to see if the Lions can get out to a big lead early like they did in the first two regular season games, because I think if they do, it's going to create some questions for Vernon Adams. And Vernon knows that, right? Like he knows, he's talked about the fact that how he's gotten rattled in games when he hasn't had early success, and he's going to do everything in his power to stay in it, right? And to just continue to punch. Well, that's one thing I've always felt about a guy like Nathan Rourke is that, number one, he's generally a fast starter. But even when he's not, and we saw that in the Edmonton game, we saw that in Toronto, in the Toronto game recently, he still has that ability to keep punching and keep chopping wood and just keep going and going and going. And so can Vernon do that? And can BC put him in that situation with an early fast start? So that for me is, can they replicate that script? Because if they can, it also takes Dedrick Mills out of the game, right? And that's something the Lions are really going to need to focus on and make that a priority, which I think they are going into the week with their game plan.
Do you think is that obvious? Is it too obvious? Again, as a football coach, I hate the obvious because sometimes I like throwing a wrinkle. But is that the obvious for Calgary? Is to how can we get that running game going early, or are they going to get Vernon out maybe running
the game early?
Okay.
They need to stay in the game early, and Dedrick Mills is a way for them to do that because they can control first down, they can get some first downs and move it down the field, even if they don't score touchdowns. If they can long drive and keep Rourke off the field, that's generally the best way to defend him. So, for me, it's like get through the first quarter and don't be down 14 points. Right? Like just stay in the game at halftime and, put the Lions in a position that they haven't been in against Calgary so far this year. I know that they came back in the fourth quarter of the last game, but the dynamics of that game, you knew it was BC's all the way through. I think Calgary just wants to avoid that scenario and stay close going into halftime.
BC's got a challenge ahead of them in their backfield with James Butler being listed as day-to-day, maybe. But Xander Horvath has done a great job replacing him and did in Week 16 against Calgary. Any news on Butler? Is he going to be ready to go, or is he really banged up?
I think he's going to be ready to go. I talked to him yesterday. He did get some practice reps. He did look like he was favoring it, right? It's a foot, ankle kind of down there injury. And I think he figures with 2 more days and whatever pain management is required, he'll find a way. Like he came out of yesterday's practice saying, I'm going to play in this game. But the fact that Horvath is there, I think, matters because now they don't have to totally overload Butler. They can use both of them. The one thing we've seen with Horvath when he gets the opportunities is a really good closer. But he might have to do more than that. Like, not that I'm watching the baseball game tonight, but he might have to do some middle relief and play in some of the earlier innings, if you know what I'm saying.
Like the analogy. Yeah, nice work.
Who should Rider fans want to see win this game?
I think they should want to see BC, and I say that because they had a lot of success with their starters in the game last week against the Lions. There'll be the weather factor that wasn't there when they last played. And Calgary's beat Saskatchewan 3 times this year. And you didn't think they would be able to go in and do that again a third time, but they did, right? So it would be hard for them to win 4, but if you're Calgary, you probably would go in there feeling pretty good about yourself. So yes, if you're Saskatchewan, you don't want to face Rourke, but I think you've showed you can have some success against Rourke, and you haven't shown yet that you can have success against Calgary.
I didn't think it was possible. He sat in that chair last year and co-hosted when he was on the shelf and he wasn't playing again. What Jamarcus Hardrick did this year and being up for Offensive Lineman of the Year, that's pretty special, Farhan.
It is, and I voted for him as my top offensive lineman league-wide. I'll tell you that. And last year, just the amount of injuries that they had along their offensive line in Sask and him being the centerpiece, he was their big free agent acquisition. I think that had a lot to do with how they weren't able to have the eventual success at the end that maybe many of us thought they would a year ago. And just having him in, even when they've had some injuries along the way, he's been the rock. And so, the way he's playing, and I remember him when he was in BC way back in the early stages of his career. And he was just, out of shape, wasn't as committed. And, Winnipeg stuck with him and helped build his career. And now he goes to Saskatchewan. And I think he's lived up to what they're paying him.
What did you learn? What did you learn from Pittsburgh and Green Bay last week?
The Jordan Love can be pretty good, and I'm surprised at how bad Pittsburgh's defense is. You just don't expect that from Mike Tomlin, and you don't expect that when you've got a T.J. Watt in your lineup. Like they're just ordinary, especially their back seven. I was surprised to see that because once they got into the second half, Jordan Love could do whatever he wanted, right? Completed 20 passes in a row to start the second half, and they just did what they did. So, I didn't think I'd see a Mike Tomlin defense this early in the year where you can't blame injuries play the way they did.
So we're predicting BC coming through. We're predicting Montreal going through.
I'm more bullish on Montreal than I am on BC, but I do think both home teams will win, yeah.
I do too. I think that's what we're looking at is both home teams winning.
Okay, well, we're on the prediction train.
What do you got over there on your Sports Select stuff?
Kansas City, Buffalo. What do you think? It's a game. Buffalo. It's a measuring stick for Buffalo a little bit, eh? Statement.
Yeah, I know, and I'm picking Kansas City to win it. I think they're playing really well right now. I think they've become dynamic offensively now that they've gotten healthy at receiver. These games tend to mean a little more to Buffalo than they do to Kansas City when they play in the regular season, because the Bills aren't the Chiefs measuring stick, right? Like, they beat them when it counts, and they've got rings, and Buffalo doesn't. But I just think they're on a bit of a roll right now. And I know that Buffalo looked a lot better last week. I just look at Buffalo's receivers. I don't see separators. I see holes defensively. And I think Patrick Mahomes is – I think the Chiefs top to bottom through the lineup. It's not just about Mahomes. I just think they're better.
Is your son's team the favorite tonight or underdog?
They're favorite tonight, yeah. Last league game and then playoffs start after that.
Okay.
Can we find that on Sports Select somewhere? Can we get a sprinkle on that?
Well, if you do, pick the under on his passing totals because it's going to be a muddy field. It's going to be awful weather. I'd go under.
Okay. Love it.
And then
Place the bet for me too.
Tell Rod Smith we're having a bottle drive this weekend to raise some funds so he can come on the show at some point.
Yeah, you might need some large 50-50 tickets for that. You're going to need like an Edmonton Oiler 50-50 to afford Rod.
Yeah.
Okay. Have fun at the game tonight with your son, and remember 6-7.
See you later, guys.
Take care. Thanks, Farhan.
Farhan Lalji from TSN joining us. You know what? CFL aside, that Kansas City Buffalo game, NFL. When you look at the schedule, like, what am I going to watch on Sunday? And I'm like, oh yeah,
you're going to watch NASCAR.
Yeah,
it's the final race of the year.
Hey. Speaking of that,
what do you want to
do? Let's go to break here. We'll come back. Cadbury, sponsor the show today. Wonder Bars. Get out of here. It's a Sports Cage. Colson's with. Sharky's with. We're giving away tickets to the West Final. Still want to get on those. We're streaming through our YouTube channel at sportscage.com. Always on the home of the Riders, 620 CKRM.
Ready to raise your shower game? Rent a water heater and water softener together from Reliance Heath and turn every shower into a spa-worthy experience. Right now, when you rent a new water heater and water softener together, you'll get $400 back, sent by check after installation. Why settle for meh when you can upgrade your whole home's water and get big cashback savings? Don't miss out on this limited time offer.
Call on Reliance.
Call on Reliance Heath today. Thank you, Rider Nation. The Riders Foundation 50-50 jackpots have been massive this season, and it's all thanks to you. When you buy your 50-50, you're supporting amateur football across the province. It's playoff time, and like the games, the 50-50 gets bigger in the playoffs. Can we get it to $1 million, Rider Nation? Maybe higher. Don't get hit with regret. Buy your 50-50 tickets at riders5050.ca and go Riders.
Riders 50-50 is presented by ISC. Lottery license LR250011.
No, not again. Not in my power bill. It's huge. Dan used to scream every month when he got his power bill. Then he got a Keln Solar residential solar system. Now, he powers his home and earns credits from SaskPower by sending energy back to the grid.
I barely notice it now. It's so small, like a polite little bill.
Get a quote on a Keln Solar residential solar system at kelnsolar.com.
The name you know and trust has moved closer to you. Mainline Motors is now only 30 minutes away. The amazing deals and award-winning service is now at your doorstep. Mainline Motors, a proud Saskatchewan name for generations, is here to serve your every need with a huge selection of new and pre-owned with prices that won't be beat. Do your wallet a favor and call Southie Mainline today, 306-726-2060, or check us out online, southie-mainline.ca. Worth the drive every time. Guaranteed.
Welcome back to Sports Cage. Get social with us. Follow us on X at Sports Cage. Watch our video stream at sportscage.com and always on the radio at 620 CKRM.
Welcome back on Halloween. Those crispy sounds are Sharky drilling his first Wonder Bar of the program. If you're watching the stream, there you see him eating.
That's professional.
Wonderbar Bush League, if you ask me. Still more to come on the show. And tonight is special for so many reasons. The Blue Jay game, yes. Game 6. Halloween, yes. But there is something about a city high school football championship. I don't care if you're in Regina or Flagstaff, Arizona, or Kennebunkport, Maine, Lemberg, Hafford,
Davidson,
Williams Lake, British Columbia, wherever.
Have you ever been in one?
No. Lost in the semis to Tom Sargent after he left our school.
Bad Tom Sargent.
And we got out coached. We are an absolute wagon too. Like my offensive line was so big and so good.
Were you the quarterback?
Yes.
Oh, really?
You know what I loved doing, and that's why these guys were so smart. I loved audible. We're gonna audible out of this. They're look at them. They're all over there. We are now running this pitch over here. Oh, you want to play that far off, my wide receiver? Sure. It was awesome. But
listen to the skill coaching. So what you're telling me is you had a lack of talent to get beyond that stage, because it sounds like you had all the smarts.
It comes down to coaching. Western Pizza tonight, pre-order. It's a busy one. Don't cook on Halloween. Don't cook at a Blue Jay game 6. If you're going to the football game, no need to cook. Western Pizza will be open at Mosaic Stadium tonight. Riffle and Miller. So I thought, well, we've been covering high school football. No one else covers it like the Sports Cage. We had Friday Night Lights yesterday. Let's throw a spotlight here on the Regina City final. And I said, well, Kelly Adams, longtime coach. He's now at Sheldon, but he coached 6A for a long time. He's joining us here on the Sports Cage. Kelly, nice to talk to you again.
Yeah, thanks for having me. I like your costume. It took me a second, but I think I got it.
Yeah, well, that's why. Hey, that's why you're good. That's why you're a good teacher and a good coach. You get it.
I also.
What's that, sorry?
I said I do teach high school, so I hear that about 15,000 times a day. So
I'm too old. I don't even know what it means.
Yeah.
Like, I'm out of touch.
You're cleaning your dog that just got hit by a skunk
off my dog. Yeah.
You know what? How special is it? As someone that's been around it, you've coached it, you've been in there, you've gone on. Like these, I told my neighbor who's playing in the game, I said, hey, good luck Friday night. You will never forget this. Like, Kelly, you've been around it, and it's so true, isn't it?
Absolutely. I mean, I've been coaching like 25 years in this league, and I've only been there, I don't know, I was counting the other day, maybe like 8 times. But every time is memorable. It's an unbelievable experience, and kids probably don't realize it in the moment, but it is a true honor to get there. And there's a lot of good football players that will never get that chance to be in the city final. So it is a big deal.
Who do we got? And I'm sorry, I'm out of touch. I've been away.
Riffle. Before we get to that, though, before we get to handicapping, when you go through all your years, Kelly, and maybe it wasn't even you as a coach. I'm sure those ones are a little more special. What's a city final or a couple city finals that stand out? Maybe that people don't remember or people don't know. Maybe something that was so tight till the end of it all. Anything stand out?
For me, the first year I moved to Campbell, I was at Winston Knoll for a long time. And we managed to win one there. But my first year at Campbell, we played against Riffle, and it went to overtime, which was unbelievable. They ended up beating us. It's kind of a long, sad story. Coach Ron Cherkis, I think, made the wrong call on the coin toss, taking the ball first. But that was an unbelievable game, and a lot of good players played in that game. And, guys who played university football, guys who are around coaching right now, it was quite a pleasure to be in that one.
So we've Miller and Riffle tonight. Now Miller was picked early in the year. Like they were right out of the gate. They were one of the teams to watch, weren't they, out of the South?
Yeah, Miller's strong. Like with Marcus Adams Jr. at running back. Like I don't know if he's the best running back in Saskatchewan, but maybe. That kid at St. Joe's is pretty good too. He ran for about 300 on us last year in the provincial final. But with
That's
Marcus Adams,
11.
so strong. He was grade 10 last year.
Oh.
I know. But no, Marcus Adams, he's quite a player. So as soon as you got that guy, your chances of being real good are improved greatly right from the get-go.
So what you're saying then, if Riffle wants to dominate this game, they got to take away Adams from the Miller offense.
Absolutely, yeah, and they're going to have to score. I mean, and Riffle's offense is pretty dynamic. Like their quarterback, Xavier Gatton, he's an incredibly talented player, and they got a lot of young guys. They're kind of small, fast, shifty little guys, but they can really move the ball. So they're going to have to score. Like they're not going to win 10-7, that's for sure. They're going to need to put up some points.
Or not 6-7. Xavier, St. Bernadette, shout out, alumni. He's only in grade 10.
And he's a starting quarterback.
Yeah, the kid's a freak. He's a good. I think he's going to be on the pregame show tomorrow. Okay, so we talk about that, Kelly, and we've seen it. There's always been that running backs, and we did this when Rob Vanstone was here, and I was going back to guys in my brain that I remember. Oh, how did anybody ever stop these guys in high school? But what would be a game plan? And you got no skin in the game here. But how would you maybe game plan against Adams?
If it were me, and it was funny, I was talking to the Campbell coaches because I'm still good friends with those guys before their semi against Riffle. And, they were like, hey, if we win this game, maybe we could start talking about some ideas for the city final against Miller. And I'm like, for me, I would stack guys in the box and just take away the run. Like I'd put 8 in the box for sure and just dare them to beat me by passing. And I don't know if that's the soundest way, but in high school, that can work. Just take away one option and just force them to do kind of what they don't want to do might be a good way to approach it.
Maybe what they're not as good at. Yeah. Take away their strength, make them play something that they're not as good at. Yeah.
Do you think having a night like tonight where the weather is actually going to be perfect for fall football in Saskatchewan? It's not going to be too windy. There's no rain. There's no that. It's crisp and all that. Does that play into Miller? Because the element factor, when you talk about, okay, beat us with the pass, at least when it's rainy or windy, tip ball hangs up, we can all that. This weather might play into the running game and Miller.
Yeah, I think so. And Riffle, very good. They are young, so we'll see how they result how they perform when those lights are pretty bright. And those guys have played a lot of football, but maybe not quite at this level. But just that toughness, and I think that's one area where Riffle is growing, but maybe with those young guys still have some room to grow. But Miller's tough. They're a solid team, and they can throw it around too. Their quarterback he's a good player also. Not quite Gatton level, but he's good.
They're NOD. They're tough.
Miller?
No, Riffle.
I was going to say, when did they move Miller?
Yeah, but like so Riffle on the other side, we talked about Xavier and all that. What you said, they're shifty, they're small, they're athletic. What else do we know about them?
They're well coached for sure. They got a lot of good guys over there who have a lot of experience. They're well prepared. They're well organized. Yeah, and like you said, they just got some guys who can make plays, which is always a good thing. And they're not just sitting back counting on one guy, and they're not just waiting for Gatton to make throws. They got guys who can make plays, whether it's running the ball or throwing the ball. So they have some options. They got some weapons there.
And stay for Riffle, stay in the game. Don't let this get out of hand. Just stay in the game.
Yeah, and I mean, like, inevitably, like Marcus Adams, he's going to bust some long ones, like for sure.
Yeah.
And they're going to feed him a lot, but they just can't let that get to him, right? He's gonna rip off some chunks at times, but they just got to stay with it, and that'll be their best hope, I would think.
You talked about loading the box up, and obviously that's probably going to be the focus of Riffle. What's their strength on defense for doing that? Who do they got as bodies that's going to get in the way of that?
You know what? I don't know the names. I didn't coach 6A football this year, so I don't know those guys as much. I know they got one big D lineman, a big 3 tech. He's playing a little bit on offense as well, but he's a big rig, and he can really, control that middle. And if he can do that, it can allow some of those other guys on the edge to be able to do their jobs without having to worry about covering up something in the A or B gaps.
Kelly Adams is joining us here. We're talking high school football, the final tonight. I also want to talk about the semifinal when it comes to 5A, 12-a-side. We got Johnson hosting Saskatoon Bishop James Mahoney tomorrow at Libel, 1 o'clock. Little known fact, you know who texted me yesterday?
No.
Ross Mahoney, related to Bishop James.
Really?
Yeah, he texted me. What do we know about Johnson?
Johnson, they've been building towards this. They were good last year, but their offense is dynamic and their defense is coached by John Zelyanka. I got to work with them last year in Senior Bowl. Super aggressive. They got guys coming from all over the place. And offensively, they are a well-oiled machine. They got a lot of good players. They're built to win this game. It's going to be tough in 5A football. Once you get outside Regina, those Saskatoon schools like PA, they're big, right? Like lot of numbers. But Johnson might have a chance this year. They're a good team.
That's going to be super exciting. All right. Kelly, appreciate you on Halloween, Game 6 around the board, City Final. It's a busy night. Appreciate you taking some time here and handicapping things for us. And, looking forward to seeing how this shakes down.
Yeah, glad to do it. Anytime talking high school football, I absolutely appreciate the opportunity. Thanks.
All right.
Thanks, man.
The most impressive thing is you got my costume.
Yes.
Yeah, bravo. Bravo. Right on. There he is. Legendary Regina High School football coach Kelly Adams joining us here on the Western Pizza guest hotline. We are giving away tickets to the West Final. Text in. Any text is in, but if you're on the YouTube chat, if you're watching on YouTube and you can figure out the costume, you get 3 entries. So 936-6262, Prairie Land Rentals text line. We got a break. Coming back with the ticker. It's a Sportscage on 620 CKRM.
620 CKRM is your home to country's greatest hits and the 90s at 9. 1 full hour featuring the biggest hits of the 90s. Garth, Reba, Alan, Shania, George, and so much more. No cassette tape or CDs required, and 90s mullets are optional. 90s at 9 for the town of Wolseley and the voice of Saskatchewan. 620 CKRM.
Since 1949, Nelson Homes has been providing you one-stop shopping for ready-to-move homes, panelized packages, and on-site builds. Nelson Homes' team of authorized dealers all over Saskatchewan would be happy to help you turn your dream home into a reality.
In the Saskatoon area, call Kurt at Canadian Timber Homes.
Or call 1-800-661-6534 for more information. Nelson Homes, trusted quality and service since 1949.
You're not going to believe how much money we saved today. Dutch Ag's got a price freeze on till the end of October. 2024-2025 pricing locked in. And get this, freight is free.
Uh-huh. How much did we have to spend to save all this money?
It's not about that. It's about the savings.
Dutch Ag's preseason program is on. Buy now to save big and get free freight. Visit DutchOpeners.com. Dutch Agriculture, on farm for you.
Experience counts, and Louis Dreyfus Company's team has over 150 years of combined expertise. Act before October 31st with the LDC Next Era program and receive extra rebates. This program carries a higher premium, trucking incentives, and varieties that have proven better yields. Choose varieties like the Liberty Link 3901 or 3018 or the new Optimum Gly 4970. Louis Dreyfus Yorkton, 877-782-8882 or ldcyorkton.com.
If you've got a Steelcraft garage door, you've got a door with parts manufactured and assembled right here in Canada. A door with better insulation and seal, plus a warranty you're probably never going to use. Combined with a LiftMaster opener, it's the right choice. And if you don't have a Steelcraft garage door, you should get one. And a LiftMaster opener. 100% made by Canadians for Canadians. Steady, tariff-free pricing and great quality, no matter what.
Steelcraft door, Steelcraft door, Steelcraft door. We offer more.
Sask Lotteries has over 50 years of winning behind us. And you know what that means? Lots of winning numbers. Numbers like over 1,200 organizations funded and 12,000 plus groups supported. $6 million given away annually in community grants. And the winningest number of all? $1.4 billion given back to the people of Saskatchewan through sport, culture, and recreation. And we're just getting started. Learn more at sasklotteries.ca.
The name you know and trust has moved closer to you. Mainline Motors is now only 30 minutes away. The amazing deals and award-winning service is now at your doorstep. Mainline Motors, a proud Saskatchewan name for generations, is here to serve your every need with a huge selection of new and pre-owned with prices that won't be beat. Do your wallet a favor and call Southie Mainline today, 306-726-2060, or check us out online, southeymainline.ca. Worth the drive every time, guaranteed.
It's time for the Sports Ticker. Brought to you by Reliance Heath Water Heater Rentals. Bundle and save with Reliance Heath. Rent a new water heater and softener together and get $400 cash back. Call on Reliance Heath today.
Okay, we talked about it. 6 o'clock tonight, Mosaic Stadium, the City High School Football Championship. Miller and Riffle, Game 6 in Toronto. Blue Jays, Los Angeles Dodgers. Blue Jays' chance to become the World Series champs. Regina Pats, Moose Jaw, 7 p.m. tonight. You can hear that here at 6:30 on CKRM. Hitman's in Prince Albert. The Blades are in Seattle. SJHL, Battleford's at Yorkton. Melfort travels into Warman, and Nipawin welcomes Melville. Prairie Junior Hockey League, Prince Albert at the Royals, and Moosomin, Carrot River at the Moosomin Steelhawks. It's for Bundle and Save event at Reliance Heath. Rent a new water heater and softener together. Get $400 in cash back. Call on Reliance Heath today. We're going to start hour 2 talking U of R Rams football. Big playoff game this weekend. We also have Luke Mullinder coming up in hour number 2 in the NASCAR report. It's the Sportscage. Sportscage.com.
We are 620 CKRM Regina, a Harvard media station.
It's 4 o'clock. Good afternoon. I'm Corey Atkinson from the sasktoday.ca newsroom with your 620 CKRM news. Premier Scott Moe says Prime Minister Mark Carney's meeting with Chinese President Xi Jinping is a positive step forward. Moe says he hopes Canada can build on its relationship with China to eventually see Beijing's tariffs on Canadian canola and other food products removed.
I think, obviously what we want is as soon as possible to have unfettered trade access, not only to China, but non-tariff access to the United States, to India, as well as any other country around the world. It's how we create wealth in this province and how we create wealth in this nation.
Moe says it wouldn't have been realistic for China to remove the tariffs during the meeting. While not mentioned in the final crop report of 2025, it seems everyone managed to stay safe during the growing season. Crops Extension Specialist Tice Massich says he hadn't heard of many injuries or fires.
The only thing is this fall, with how dry it was, especially in western parts of the province, there was a few combine fires reported in certain areas, but other than that, I don't think anything was too damaging or anyone really got hurt, so that's definitely the most important thing.
While harvest is done, the work isn't, as farmers are, among other things, cleaning the field, servicing equipment, or marketing cattle. Southie RCMP are investigating after a person was seen dragging a dog outside their vehicle near Highway 6 on Wednesday. Animal rights lawyer Camille Labchuk says the video posted online shows clear offenses under provincial and federal animal protection laws. She says the crime could carry a fine of up to $10,000 and up to 2 years in prison. Police are asking anyone with information to contact 310 RCMP or Crime Stoppers. A new court date has been set for one of 2 people arrested in connection with a police chase that stretched from Melville to Elfross. On October 5th, a vehicle stolen from Regina Beach was spotted near Melville. When Mounties tried to pull it over, the driver refused and was finally stopped when the vehicle ran over a spike belt near Elfross. A 34-year-old suspect was in Yorkton Provincial Court today, where he was remanded in custody to November 18th. The Regina Urgent Care Centre will be closed December 25th and 26th of this year and January 1st of next year due to physician availability and staffing holidays. The Saskatchewan Health Authority says the move ensures services remain available for patients. During closures, people with medical emergencies should call 911 or go to Regina General or Pasqua Hospital. Non-emergency care is available through Healthline 811, walk-in clinics, or local pharmacies. And another sports star has become the victim of a home break-in.
Police in the upscale Oklahoma City suburb of Nichols Hills confirmed to ABC News they responded on Thursday night to a burglary at a home that sources say belongs to Oklahoma City Thunder basketball star Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. The call came in at around 7:45 in the evening while the Thunder were playing a game. The suspects fled the area before police arrived. It appears nobody was in the home at the time. No arrests have been made. Nichols Hills police say there is, quote, no reason to believe the public is in any danger. Alex Stone, ABC News.
That is your 620 CKRM News. Read more stories from around your community and around the province at sasktoday.ca and 620ckrm.com.
Weather brought to you by Line X Regina. Serious protection, killer looks. 1865 McCarra Street.
Tonight, weather mainly clear, then some cloud late. Perfect for trick-or-treating and, of course, for the City High School Football Championships. We got a low down to -4 tonight. Tomorrow, partly sunny, increasing cloud, and a high of 10 tomorrow night. Mostly cloudy, windy, though, and it's coming out of the south-southwest, 25 gusting to 45. Gusts actually over 60 at times, and we're going down to a low of 8. Sunday, partly sunny, high of 10. Monday, sunshine, high of 9. And Tuesday, sunshine, high of 9. Currently in downtown Regina, overcast, and it is 1 degree.
For 40 years, the team from Line X Regina has been protecting vehicles across Saskatchewan, and we're changing with the times. 3 generations of our family have protected your vehicles. Our business has evolved, and we're not stopping now. The next generation is here. Same family, same commitment, ready for the next generation of truck beds, rocker panels, trailers, bumpers, and running boards in all kinds of colors. Line X Regina, 1865 McCarra Street, the next generation of protective coatings.
Broadcasting from Century Studios in downtown Regina, Harvard Media presents The Sports Cage, where Saskatchewan comes to talk local sports. Brought to you by Nelson Homes, supplying home packages and RTMs for over 65 years. Be part of the show. Call 1-866-767-0620 or text 306-936-6262. The Sports Cage. Streaming at sportscage.com, our YouTube channel, and on the radio at 620 CKRM.
Hour 2. Sports Cage for Nelson Homes. On Friday, Halloween Friday, Game 6 Jays, City Football Final. Sharky is with me, and when Sharky's here, he's for Flooring Superstores. Regina, Trent Dickin and his team, whatever you need. Flooring.
Trent, I need a hat.
You can visit Flooring Superstore. 936-6262, people. We're giving away 2 tickets to the West Final. All texts are going in. I said, if you can figure out my Halloween costume, you get 3 entries into Colson's Wheel of Winning. But you can also just text in, let us know. Are you going to the Rams game, City Final, Jays? What do you think about the Jays game? I'm thinking it's going 7. Something about me. I think it's going 7.
Either way, I like it.
Riders are waiting. Stamps. Who would you rather see him play?
Well, it's hard to beat a team 3 times, so I can't see the Stamps coming in and winning the 3rd time against the Riders. BC scares me a little more because Nathan Rourke's a more diverse quarterback, but BC's defense isn't as strong as Calgary. So what a crappy answer by me that I want to pick one, but I'll take BC. I'll take BC for this. Yeah.
You want to see BC?
I want to see BC.
I want to see Calgary.
I don't think BC's defense can play with them.
I just want Calgary to come in,
lose,
and take a seat. I know what you did earlier in the year.
Yeah, know what you think
I don't care what you do on the front 9.
Yeah.
It's how are you finishing? A whole 16, 17, 18.
That's where my trouble is every time.
Need to make pars. Need to make birdies.
Yeah.
Coming home.
That 6 on the par 3 is never good on 16.
I guess it was fun at Rider practice today. Rob Vanstone, friend of the show. He's on the show sometimes. We got to get him on next week. He wore a Colorado State Rams football hat today. Why is that funny?
I don't even know where he would have got one.
Because Wyoming's football rival, big football rival, is the Colorado State Rams. Well, Coach Mace went to Wyoming.
Oh, really? He was going after the coach, was he?
Love that move. Dang. He would say, dang, Rob. Not a boy, Rob. I love it. But they were out there again today. Coach Mace talks about if he got what he wanted out of this week's practice.
Oh, yeah. Great week of practice. Allow us to get ahead a little bit and keep the guys sharp on our tools and, end the day with a little bit of fun today. So it was a great week.
Would be a great week.
Didn't say much.
No, but there's not. It's not like they're going to add anything new, right?
And he's not going to tell us if he is. Oh yeah, we worked on that double reverse option, Barney. I know it was. We're looking good. We're implementing the bounce pass.
We've got a whole new kickoff plan we're using. Yeah, we're changing all our punting. Yeah,
we're gonna onside kick, first kick of the game.
Yeah.
And just wanted you guys to know. Just wanted everybody out there to know.
Get there early because the first play is an onside kick. Yeah.
I said it a number of times. I've become a big fan because he's been on the show a couple times. He seems like such a dude. Tommy Stevens.
Yes.
And
where's he listed?
Well, not listed anywhere right now, but he's been out there. He's been running. So it sounds, I think, that he's going to be back. Tommy Stevens was running around again today. Coach Mace, on what does he mean to this team?
He's certainly a crucial weapon for us, and honestly, just a great guy to have in the locker room and activated. Man, I think everybody's got so much faith in what he's able to do. So yeah, it's a big bonus.
He is a big part of it. I mean, he's so dynamic on that short yardage and can do so much that they're not getting from anybody else. It's important to have him.
We talk about that. It should be sponsored by Saskatchewan egg producers. Egg on my face. I'll admit it. I didn't think it was a big deal to bring in a guy like that for short yardage. I was like, man, why? And then now that I see him, how big he is, and
he's a big dude.
How effective it is in the game. It's just change. It's part of the game. I love change. I love evolving, and it is big. And to have that guy, it's a weapon. And whatever his percentage was this year, and I know there was that one fumble, and we harped on it, and whatever, and it's okay. But we need him back. Receiving core, we're stacked, but we don't want any injuries there as well.
No, the receiving core is great. I mean, if anything, we've got so much depth there, and if everybody comes back healthy, and Keyshawn's the one I'm worried about, Keyshawn Johnson, who's got the bad wheel, and that's the one I really want to see back in the mix because he's been the leading receiver this year. But if you put MLS out there, you get Dante Myers back, you've got Schaefer Baker. Like, it's an outstanding receiving core. It's tough to guard them all.
Speaking of, he was flying around today. Kean Schaefer Baker, which is very promising.
Yeah, I thought last week for Schaefer to get out there and had a game that he did and just solidify for him things that I know he knows he's capable of, but for us to be able to roll out a potential roster that truthfully we haven't really had all season. It's good to get those guys all back together.
Not only is it good to get them back together, but the compliment that they give each other, right? The ball coverage, the speed, everything that group does together, they complement each other so well. It's not that they just go deep to one guy or they just throw the flat to another. It's everybody's in the mix.
That's why it's beautiful.
It's absolutely gorgeous.
Bunch of different mix-up. Okay, it's Halloween.
It is.
Sharky's crushed a couple of Wonder Bars already as we sit here. Coach Mace was asked, do you have any advice for Rider Nation on Halloween?
Yeah, go out and have fun. I encourage parents to get out there, man. If you're walking around with your kids, that time ain't gonna last long before they kick you out of that. Going trick or treat. So dress up with a man, get some pictures. Just don't dress like Rob.
Don't dress like Rob, he says.
Because he had
the
Colorado State Rams hat.
I've been following some guys who are who hide and scare the kids that come to the door. Right? Have you ever done this?
No. Like, explain this to me.
They wear a costume,
and on Halloween.
Yeah.
Okay.
Not in July, on Halloween, and maybe behind a tree or something as the kids come up and start all the kids. If they're really little. Yeah, I wouldn't do that.
I heard Wright Road in Harbor Landing
is the place to be.
Off the charts. It's probably starting right now.
Really?
It's lined up. It's nuts. For the one house, I guess it's just crazy. They bought 1,400 pieces of candy this year. What? $1,400.
What kind of budget do you have for candy?
There's the one. It's like not the haunted house, but you know what I'm getting at. They got the display and the kids walk through, and there's a few of them out in Harbor Landing. I know there's a pretty deadly one at NOD, kind of by my house in Lake Ridge. There's people do it in their house, and I'm like, why would you do this in your house?
Yeah, why would you want
So the first year when the kids were young, I was like, well, we're going with you. You're not just walking into somebody's house. And then it ended up being legit. They have a big party, all that. But 1,400 pieces of candy. Are you actually
I heard there's a big one up in Wall Shakers. There's a big house. I've heard there's a big one in Pilot Butte as well that does quite a display and show and the haunted house thing and the whole deal. So, yeah, he's right. It's nice weather. It's a great time to be out with your kid and spend some time with your Rugrats because they do grow up and it doesn't happen forever.
Exactly. And my kids now are at the age of they're too cool for this. So then I just eat candy when they get home. Like, hey, let's go. Where are the O-Henrys? Let's see some of that O-Henry action over here. And I love Swedish berries. Big Swedish berry guy. But anyways, Coach Mace... he was asked if he's taking his kids trick-or-treating.
I'm out there. Halloween, I'm not missing Halloween with the kids. So we're out there. We're cruising tonight, buddy.
I can see him being out there. Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah. You know who else is probably out there is Luke Mullinder. I could see Luke Mullinder being a trick-or-treat guy.
Hey, he's coming up here in a bit.
We'll have to ask him about that.
I guaranteed Luke's all in on Halloween.
I think so, yeah.
I think.
I'd be surprised if he wasn't.
And probably when the kids show up, no. You got to say trick or treat. You're not just going to ring my doorbell. You got to say trick or treat.
Bing bong. You got to do something. Yeah.
What you doing? Wasn't it candy apples? Was that a thing back in the day? Halloween apples? Something weird. 936-6262.
Yeah.
Let us know is it trick or treat? What else are we saying at doors? You get a chance to win West final tickets. Okay, the last one here from Coach Mace. What reaction does he get when Coach Mace shows up at the door trick-or-treating?
Yeah, you get a little bit of a mixed reaction sometimes, but it's friendly, man. They're always supportive of the team. Still didn't offer any extra candy or anything like that, which is I thought that was one of the perks of the gig, but evidently not. So just playing it true to form, just taking my one candy. I'm joking. Everybody's been awesome, man. Everybody's been great.
Coach Mace comes to my house trick-or-treating. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to go 1 and 0. There you go, Coach Mace.
How about a cold beer to get you through the rest of the night?
Oh yeah. I'd give him a beer, whatever he wants. It's that's awesome. That was fun stuff from Coach Mace. Of course, he'll be out there.
I like when people take their kids out and spend the time with their kids and do it and have a great time. I like that. I think that's important. You're one thing you're watching over your kids, but two, they'll remember that you took the time to go spend that with them and walk around and celebrate with them, and
And it's the old it ends like that.
It does.
And then you go back in the videos and be like, oh, remember that was so cool. We were walking around, we were drinking, the parents were drinking, having a good time. Yeah, no, it's a lot of fun. Okay, it's a big one tomorrow.
It is.
Mosaic Stadium. After the big city final game tonight, the U of R Rams, Manitoba Bisons, Western Pizza. Don't cook tonight. Game 6. It's Halloween. Lots going on. Grab a pie like Sharky and I are doing after this. Perfect pizza, generous amount of toppings, and all the Greek favorites you love. Western Pizza guest hotline. Let's go out there. It's usually a Thursday thing, but it's a Friday thing today. Coach of the U of R Rams, Mark McConkey. Are you still in the office? Like, Owen's probably chomping at the bit here, Coach.
Yeah. What are you doing?
I know. You guys made me feel bad. Like, Coach Mace is going, everyone's going. I don't think I'm going tonight, so I appreciate that, fellas. We're heading to meetings here at 4:30, and then I'll catch the tail end of it. I'll say that.
Yeah, you got to be dialed tomorrow. Manitoba coming in September 27th. You guys beat them 30-8. Is that a true representation of how tight this one's going to be tomorrow? Probably not, right?
No, and their starting quarterback wasn't really playing that game. He played a few plays, and then their backup in, and you're only as good as your quarterback. So he'll be full gear tomorrow, and it's going to be an exciting game. Hopefully the Jays win tonight, so everyone can tune into our game.
Manitoba has not scored the points you guys have scored this year, so obviously their defense is going to have to, which has been very similar to yours in terms of points given up. So the battle to me in this game is defense. Not so much offense, but it's the defenses that are going to have to rise to the occasion. Do you see that the same way?
For sure, yeah. I think we got a great defense, but so do they. They are big up front. They got athletic linebackers. They kind of remind me of us last year. So we're going to have to make sure we're dialed in up front and make sure we're executing on offense. And maybe it's not scoring 40 points, but just moving the ball and possessing the ball and getting that time of possession up there.
I'm guessing Ericsson's 100% healthy. There's no question. Nobody asked anything different. He's going to be the go-to at running back, right?
Yep, let's go with that.
Yeah, come on.
Thanks, Mark.
Where are you going? Weather, all that, playoff football. I was talking to Kelly Adams about the high school game coming up today, and it's like, well, then you got that element and all that. Tomorrow doesn't look bad. Does that play into factor in the game plan tonight when you guys are meeting?
Not really, as long as it's not blizzarding or anything crazy. Like, it should be a fine day. We've actually practiced in snow and rain all week, so we're ready for it. And actually, I think Saturday is going to be an okay. It might be a little cold, but cold's fine as long as the ball is not wet and everyone's slipping out there. So it should be a good night for football.
No, go ahead.
Well, and this is probably going to be another one that you just slough off. But if Manitoba's on that end, what do you think they're preparing from you guys?
Yeah, it's a good question. I don't know. Like, we're pretty dynamic. I think we can run, like, offensively. We've had a good run game, and then the last couple of games, even when in there, we've actually got a good pass game. So we are fairly balanced, and I think that's the dangerous part of us. Like, we could run for 200, 250, and we could also throw for 300. So we just got to kind of see how they adjust. What's their plan, and then where do we attack? Where can we steal yards? So excited about it. It's always a chess match in that first quarter to figure out what each team's doing, what are their adjustments, and then kind of plan from there and attack.
Again, I go back to Ericsson and your offensive line. You guys have dominated, and I don't say that lightly in this case. You have dominated Canada West on the offensive line. Obviously, that's a strength going into this. You're going to look to Ericsson. You're going to look to your running backs. Like you say, you got your quarterback. Who is going at quarterback for you? Who are you going to have playing? Because you have gone with both over the course of the year.
Yeah, it's going to be Owen Stevens going to be starting, and yeah, you're right. Like he's had a bit of a nick the last few weeks, so we've kind of slowed down the number of carries, but it's playoff time, so he's going to go until he can't go anymore. It's do or die, and so looking forward to both those guys hopefully playing at a high level tomorrow.
And Saskatchewan's dealing with a starting quarterback issue with their guys under, so we're fingers crossed for the early game tomorrow that UBC can go in there, knock off the Huskies, and then you guys get to host next week, right?
Yeah, that'd be cool. I mean, we were the 4 seed last year. You never know. So we're worried about this game, and then we'll figure out Saturday night who we're playing after that.
Because then we get to talk again next week. And Coach, last one, and again, it may be a little cheesy, but we're hoping the Jays wrap it up tonight because you're playing at home for a reason, and you want people to come out. We need to support tomorrow.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, if they don't win, maybe we can convince the game day people to put it up on the scoreboard on the Jumbotron. I don't know. They can fill the stadium. Who knows? So, yeah, at the end of the day, it's all good. But, yeah, it's nice being at home for playoffs for this one for sure.
All right, Coach. Best of luck. Good job. Get that last little bit of trick-or-treating in with
sounds good.
I know you're busy.
Or swing by. I can help you out. I've got you covered, Coach.
Yeah.
Right on. Okay, good luck tomorrow. Let's talk next week.
Thanks, man.
Right on. Head coach of the U of R Rams, Mark McConkey. Man, that was fun last year, that run.
It was. It was fun. President Jeff Keshen's probably as excited as anything for tomorrow's game. He was so thrilled when they won. Yeah, so look forward to the Ram game tomorrow.
I think UBC could pull that upset out in Saskatchewan.
So I've missed. What is he hurt? Or is he out?
Yeah.
Like Dad?
Yeah, I don't know if he's playing. That's the word I'm getting from the streets, from the alphabets up in Saskatoon.
Really?
Yeah.
Let me just check out Huskies football here.
Well, they're not going to tell you much online, buddy. Jesus. Okay. Let's take a break. We got what do we got? Sprinkler of the day, Clutch Performer, NASCAR. All that coming up. Luke Mullinder in this hour as well. It's the Sports Cage, having fun on Halloween. 936-6262 if you want to win tickets to the West Final. A bunch of you do have my costume right, so you're entered 3 times. And then some of your other ones, we're going to get to some of these, Blue Jay comments, Rider comments. A whole lot of fun. 620 CKRM.
The road to the 112th Grey Cup rolls through Riderville. Don't miss a moment of this weekend's CFL West semifinal here on the Cooperators Rider Broadcast Network, 620 CKRM. Tomorrow we'll have all of the action in a winner-takes-all Western showdown. The losers go home, and the winners face the Roughriders in the Western Final at Mosaic Stadium. We'll break down the matchup starting at 12. Kickoff follows at 3:30. Playoff football is brought to you by Proline Gold Fungicide, Redhead Equipment, and Nelson Homes. Stream every moment of Rider football at Sportscage.com.
What's going on in the markets? When is the right time to invest? What should you do with your money today? When Margaret had questions, she talked to Brian Gawley.
He's very personable, professional, and keeps you confident in what he's doing.
You don't have to plan your financial future alone. Call Brian Gawley of Smart Investing Solutions, 306-546-2533.
I would not hesitate to recommend him to friend, relative, or anybody else.
In an ideal world, you're already driving one. When you're behind the commands of the Fendt Ideal Combine, you experience a workhorse that takes harvest to task. Real-time monitoring, 485-bushel grain tank that unloads at 6 bushels per second, all backed by a 3-year full machine warranty, plus all scheduled maintenance ensures your harvest doesn't stop. Now that's how you grow bold. See the Ideal Fendt Combine at Nick's Service in Emerald Park. nickservice.com.
Get it hot, get it fast, Western Pizza.
Meet Todd. It's noon. He's really hungry, and his stomach makes sure to let him know it.
Todd, we talked about this. No more skipping meals. I need cheese. I need crust. I need Western Pizza.
All right. Western Pizza it is.
Western Pizza. Dine in or take out today, before your stomach starts making demands.
And get it hot, get it fast, Western Pizza.
Since 1949, Nelson Homes has been providing you one-stop shopping for ready-to-move homes, panelized packages, and on-site builds. Nelson Homes' team of authorized dealers all over Saskatchewan would be happy to help you turn your dream home into a reality. In the Saskatoon area, call Kurt at Canadian Timber Homes or call 1-800-661-6534 for more information. Nelson Homes, trusted quality and service since 1949.
The name you know and trust has moved closer to you. Mainline Motors is now only 30 minutes away. The amazing deals and award-winning service is now at your doorstep. Mainline Motors, a proud Saskatchewan name for generations, is here to serve your every need with a huge selection of new and pre-owned with prices that won't be beat. Do your wallet a favor and call Southie Mainline today, 306-726-2060, or check us out online, southie-mainline.ca. Worth the drive every time, guaranteed.
The Sportscage Clutch Performer for Nick's Service in Emerald Park. Your local Massey Ferguson Challenger, Rogator, Gleaner, and Fendt dealer. Call 781-1077.
Just Clutch Performer. Anybody involved in high school athletics, and I know we showcase football a lot here. It's the way it is. Friday Night Lights. The game's going on 6-a-side, 9-a-side, 12. It's such an exciting time and weekend. Love being a part of it. Tonight, city final, we talked about Miller and Riffle. These kids will remember it forever. Tomorrow, Johnson taking on BJM at Libel at 1 o'clock. Just go and be clutch. Right? Yeah. I just love, and I love the kids that rise in pressure.
It's your chance for the big game on the bright lights, and go have fun with it. And I remember being a part of it in the 80s, because I'm way older than you are. Okay. School I was with went to the city finals, defeated Miller, and then Saskatoon gave us a spanking after that, so we didn't win provincials. But
what year? What year was that team, and what school?
1980 Tom Trojans. I helped out with the staff, and I wasn't playing. I was a little small back then.
Yeah, good head of hair
small.
though.
Oh, I had great hair.
Nice
I had great hair, just a little small. And it was a cool time to be in high school, and it was a lot of fun to be a part of that event.
Clutch Performers for Nick's Service in Emerald Park. Do you have one, Colson? Sorry. Your local Massey Ferguson, Challenger, Rogator, Gleaner, and Fendt dealer.
No Clutch Performer, and I never went to the city finals.
You can call 781-1077. The majority of us never went to the city finals.
My brother actually did. I think it would have been 2018 with the with Greenall when they were still in the city.
Oh, really?
They won the first championship in Mosaic Stadium.
Okay.
And now they're not in the city anymore.
Yeah,
I'll leave it at that.
They got booted.
Yeah.
Okay. Sprinkle of the day for Sports Select. SportsSelect.com.
Ooh.
Simply make your picks online, generate your QR code, lock in your bet at your local Lotto Spot retailer. And you can go and do the form fill-out thing like I do, but every bet is 100% legal. When you're ready to play, bet on the original. You got a chance to win cash in hand. Must be 18 plus to play. Okay, we're going to talk parlay. What a parlay is when you put a few games together.
Or other things. Can you do in-game?
Have another chocolate bar. What are you trying to say?
Can you? Yeah, I've got some sort of chocolate addiction going on.
Yeah, you can. Okay, so we got it up here right now, sportselect.com. This is how easy it would be to do if you're watching the stream. I don't know. Actually, I don't know. Colson can do it. I'm doing it on my own computer. Sorry about that. Okay, so tonight, Dodgers, Blue Jays. A tie, Sports Select Baseball, is a one-run game.
One-run difference, okay.
Okay, so that's why the tie's paying $305. Okay, I think let's go because Yamamoto and Guzman, or Gosman.
Yep.
Juan's boy. Let's go under
Without
7.5.
Yeah.
Okay.
I would take that. Yep.
Then let's parlay it with a little Montreal Alouettes on the pro line. And see, Beast, you can't play the point spread though.
What do you mean you can't play the point spread?
It's just a different odd.
Okay.
Okay, so then let's go a 3-point game, Calgary, BC. A 3-point game would be a tie. Look at those odds, 395. Boom. Factor in that. So you got that'd be our under. Montreal Alouettes to win by more than 3, and then we're taking the tie, which means the Lions and Stamps game would be a 3-point game. That like even if you, I'm not going to talk about cash and all that, but that is a nice little odd there.
Yeah,
and now all I would have to do is generate code at the bottom, boom, and it gives me a QR code. I just take that into the Lotto Spot retailer. Bob's your uncle. How does it sound? There it is. Right there. If it doesn't sound like that, call Sharky next week and yell at him. The Sprinkle of the Day is brought to you by Sports Select. You can find it at sportselect.com. Don't forget about the futures on there as well. And you get your QR code, you go to your Lotto Spot retailer, and you're hooked up. Must be 18 plus to play. Let's go to a quick break. We'll come back with possibly Luke if he's around. If not, NASCAR.
Love it.
Or do you want to go to NASCAR right now, Colson? Let's go to break. Okay. Let's have a chocolate bar. We'll go to break. It's Halloween. A lot of you got my costume right. You're in. 3 entries to win. 936-6262. We're having fun. Sportscage streaming at sportscage.com. October is Customer Appreciation Month at Extreme Hockey and Umbrella Marketing. It's pretty easy. Just submit your receipt for your corporate or team apparel order, and you could be one of the lucky winners at month end to receive up to $1,000 back towards your purchase. Locally owned, community-oriented, and customer-focused. And of course, don't forget about their price match guarantee. Extreme Hockey and Sport, Umbrella Marketing, 1425 McIntyre Street, and conveniently located in the Cooperator Center.
All the farmland and equipment you could need are available at auction this fall with Ritchie Brothers. A wide variety of farmland auctions across Western Canada will begin in earnest in October and run into December to get you ready for the next season. With new parcels of land and equipment continually added to their inventory, make sure to visit their website so you never miss an opportunity. Head over to rbauction.com to get started. Again, that's rbauction.com.
Ugh, what do I want for supper? There's a bag of baby carrots, a slice of cheese that looks haunted.
Step away from the sad cheese, Dave.
What, the fridge? Since when do you talk?
Since you've been standing here for 10 minutes whispering pizza or cereal like it's a hostage negotiation. I'll make this simple. Order Western Pizza. You are welcome.
Get it hot, get it fast, Western Pizza.
Since 1949, Nelson Homes has been providing you one-stop shopping for ready-to-move homes, panelized packages, and on-site builds. Nelson Homes' team of authorized dealers all over Saskatchewan would be happy to help you turn your dream home into a reality. In the Saskatoon area, call Kurt at Canadian Timber Homes or call 1-800-661-6534 for more information. Nelson Homes, trusted quality and service since 1949.
Sportscage is live streaming from our Century Studios in downtown Regina. Watch now at sportscage.com and our YouTube channel. Be part of the show by texting 306-936-6262. 620 CKRM.
Calling on the Prairie Line Rentals text line. He says, first rule of sports betting, no parlays. Text it in. I try and text back to a lot of them. All I texted back was grow a pair.
Yeah, there's only one way to find out. Jump in the pool.
I hope Colin's got a sense of humor. Sorry, was it NASCAR time?
It is NASCAR time.
Okay, let's go.
Colin. Ooh. Colson.
He's got a lot going on over there.
Going on.
And I'm crushing my first
Crispy Crunch.
Crispy Crunch of the day. This is really nice in a blizzard. I don't even know if they still have that.
I think they do.
Okay, here we go.
All right.
The Sportscage NASCAR Report, where rubbin' is racing, is brought to you by Croft Electric. 27 years of trusted, reliable home, farm, and commercial service for all your electrical needs. Visit croftelectric.com and on all socials.
The final race of the season goes Sunday, Phoenix, Arizona. 4 drivers in position to win the championship. 2 from Joe Gibbs Racing, Chase Briscoe and Denny Hamlin, and 2 from Hendricks Motorsports, William Byron and Kyle Larson. So those 4 guys, whoever gets the most points out of this race wins. And if you win the race flat out, you win the season championship. So this is the big one for these 4. The other guys are
I've never been more confused.
I know you haven't. Everybody races, but these are the only 4 guys that really matter. Unless you're out in front and get away with it, they'll let you go. But
4 guys.
4 guys.
Okay.
4 cars, right? My money is going to be on Denny Hamlin. I think Denny's going to be the guy to beat this week. He's just had a great playoffs, won when he needed to, and he just seems to be in the zone. Although he does cry and whine a little bit when things don't go his way, which I don't like about him, and he drives a Toyota, which I'm not a huge fan of. I still think he's the driver that's going to come out on
I used
top.
to have a sweet Toyota MR2.
So this is it. Last one of the season. I think the fan popular pick might be Chase Briscoe because it's his first year with Joe Gibbs and he's had a great season. But I think Hamlin's going to be the guy to watch Sunday in Phoenix.
NASCAR report.
Crafty, where will we be watching? That's what I want to know. Where are we going to watch
should
this?
be in Phoenix on a Sportscage trip.
We should be. Yeah.
We need a travel agent.
We need a
to
bigger
help
budget.
us with that. Yeah. It is for Croft Electric, where tonight when you're walking around and you see everybody with those fancy lights and go, "Ooh, those are nice orange."
Where do I get those?
Lights?
How did
Croft
you get
Electric.
Them? Yep.
And they can come and they install them, and then boom, you have lights. And then when Halloween rolls around,
you're orange and black.
Easter.
What would your light color be for Easter?
Pink. Maybe pink and a light blue.
Is that a bunny thing?
Powder blue.
Powder blue.
Well, what when you think
you could
Easter,
have them on as blue and white tonight for the Blue Jays. You could have them on as blue and white.
Yeah,
right?
you could. There you go. Croft Electric, 27 years reliable service in and around Regina. CroftElectric.com, and you find them on all the socials. I ate that crispy crunch. I made the calculated mistake because now it's stuck in my teeth. So if you haven't done that yet tonight, be aware of what you're putting in your mouth.
Sample what you're giving to the kids. You don't want them to get sick. Make sure you're giving them good stuff, right? Are the little Rugrats out? Do you think they're already on the doorstep?
Oh, for sure.
4:30.
4:36. There's you got to grind. Like
it's a quest.
It's after school stuff. I bet you Mrs. S or whoever's handing out candy at our place, the Gatorade pop and or Gatorade and microwave popcorn combo, which I found out today at Exec Club. Guys are like, no, that's a really good pull.
Really?
From
That's what you're going with? Gatorade or a bottle of Gatorade? Small? Is there a small bottle? Is there a little size?
No, regular size bottle.
Wow.
And then we ran out of Gatorade. We got pop. And lots of microwave popcorn. My kids, you weren't here yesterday.
No.
My kids heckled her. They're like, don't give her popcorn.
Microwave popcorn's great.
Who doesn't like microwave popcorn? And then a guy today said, my kids got Ichiban last year, or ramen noodles. And all kids like that too, pretty much. Pretty much.
Just don't give out the candy apples. The homemade ones especially. Those are bad.
You could be charged in this day and age if you're handing out that.
Yeah.
Candy apples. Okay, let's get to some of these. We're waiting for Luke Mullinder. He's probably handing out candy.
Or going door to door, one of the two.
Alfred texted in a while ago, you're in to win tickets. Alfred said Riders match up better with the Lions. Brandon, Brad, you guys are in as well. Sharky, you smart Alec, you're in as well. Who else do we got here?
I didn't enter.
Oh, sorry, Roscoe. Why
is Roscoe dragging me down?
Gary in Winnipeg. Do not count out the Bombers against Montreal. Winnipeg beat Montreal twice during the regular season.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm still taking Montreal.
Casey Markowicz. He got my costume right. He goes, I have no idea what it means, but my wife does. She has explained it to me 11 million times, and I still don't get it. You don't have to get it. I know it's stupid. And this is
Casey, I don't get it either. I don't know what it means.
It's so cheesy. It's funny. Barney, is your costume post-treatment for Zach Collaros? Emma Shamos from PA.
That'd be a different number, wouldn't it? He doesn't wear 7.
So I got a 7 on my shirt, which you know what it could also be if my head thing falls off? You know who I could also be?
Go on.
Think Seinfeld. George, remember when George wanted kids and the names of his kids?
No.
Soda and 7. He wanted to name his kids 7. That's not the costume, but I was like,
it's not bad.
It could be. Also, Amos up in PA said 2 guys that won't be back next year for the Riders, Jake Mayer and Sean Bain. Don't know why Bain came back this year. Just wanted to be the first guy to point that out.
Why is he so negative on those two?
Sean Bain's kind of been almost like cast off. I don't know. I'm not there, nor do I want to be.
He was hurt really bad. Like, he wasn't even ready to go at training camp. So I don't know why he would be in such a big hurry to leave. He can still prove himself and get back in the lineup.
I don't know if it was real bad. But, so
it was enough.
936-6262, Prairie Land Rentals text line, whatever that project you got going on this fall and into the winter is, and you need a rental, whether it's power tools, maybe a heater, welding, skid steer.
Snow removal.
You get a lot of stuff delivered there as well, and they are a Husqvarna dealer. So when the snow starts flying, you got a Husqvarna snow thrower.
Nothing says I love you at Christmas like a new chainsaw, right? And you need a new chainsaw because I had to fix the last one.
So that one was Boss, and it worked so well. And then as it got colder, it was on the floor in my garage.
Wouldn't work again,
No, the oil started leaking. So then I'm like, what is all this on the ground? And it was, so we put a plastic bag. We put it in
chainsaw oil. Yeah.
My neighbor's shed. He's like, let's move this over to my shed. It's in a bag. I bet you that thing next spring, that thing fires up. No problem.
Sure will. Yeah. Because yours was electric. It wasn't even a real chainsaw. It was electric.
I had cut down trees, so I think it was real.
Could have caught the wire. That would have been bad.
What?
The plug-in cord. Yours was electric, not a real chainsaw. Real chainsaws are gas.
Tanya, you're in to win tickets, even though you're not watching at sportscage.com through YouTube. It's kind of part of the rub today. You're still in to win. Let us know what you think about maybe the games this weekend, the Jays tonight or whatever. But
the Rams.
I'm putting Tanya in. Yeah, Rams game tomorrow. Luke? All right, Western Pizza guest hotline. Don't cook tonight. It's Halloween, game 6, and it's Friday. Western Pizza it up. A guy who loves his Western Pizza. Were you busy handing out candy already? Are you at work still?
No, fellas, we're preparing to head out, and but we're respecting the 6 o'clock time limit here because we got to be back for the first pitch. So it's gonna be a quick one.
Are you nervous?
About candy or baseball? Which one are you asking about?
Baseball.
Yeah, no, absolutely not. This is, I mean, the Jays are in control right now, man. This is a great feeling. Everybody, I think that, everybody just kind of thought this juggernaut LA Dodger team was going to run over Toronto. And the best part about Toronto is, I mean, like right now, our best pitcher is 22, making less than a CFL player. Like, we're set up for years here, boys. You know what I mean? Like, we're rolling, man. I'm excited. I'm excited about tonight. And even if we don't win it, I don't see the Dodgers being able to win 2 in a row in Toronto.
Okay,
so I think tonight's the night.
You were 13 years old when the Blue Jays last won. Joe Carter hit that home run. Where were you? Do you remember?
Yeah, at the house, watching with my family, my whole neighborhood. And we exploded. Like, literally, there was an explosion. We had one of those 900-pound, 13-inch TVs with the button 1, 2, or 3. And yeah, like, that was it. And the whole neighborhood exploded, and it was one of the best nights ever as a kid. Like, so yeah, I'm telling you, man, it's gonna be. I got a good feeling about this.
I was 30, and I think I was Coors Light deep in my living room watching that with a few buddies. So,
ex-wife?
Yeah. No, ex-wife was gone. She was gone. It was just me and the fellas. Junior might have been there watching with us, but we had a great time watching the ball game. Hey, Luke, I want to comment on that tarp you're wearing. That's a fantastic looking hoodie you got showing off there. Yeah, that looks good.
Riders store. Hey, we can't forget, man. We got the CFL playoffs going on too. There's a lot going on. There's a lot happening.
There is.
That's why we brought you on. Let's handicap this. Let's start in the East. You said bad things.
Montreal by 100.
I don't think that's possible, but okay. Let's see if we can place that.
Select. See if we can get that on there.
What's the over under on the Montreal game?
What was it?
Give me 2 seconds here, sir, and we will pull it. You got it, Colson?
Sorry, maybe I should have actually done some research before.
No, it's okay. 48 and a half.
What's the spread looking like? Let me see the spread.
7 Montreal.
7 Montreal. Yeah, I'm taking the spread and I'm going over on the points.
Wow.
Montreal. Yeah, I got Montreal by. Yeah, by the way, though, it is the playoffs. I know I said Montreal by 100, but like, it's still going to be like, this is the playoffs, so it's not going to be easy for Montreal. But I think that 7 points is a blowout come playoff time. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Montreal's offense just looks like it's clicking and ready to fire. Like, they just look sharp.
He's never played a game, though. Playoff game. What happens if he's rattled early?
It doesn't matter. Okay. That defense is awesome. That defense is great. I think that Noel Thorpe's going to throw a million different looks at those guys. Nick Dembski not being healthy is not good at all for the Winnipeg Blue Bombers. But you can't disrespect the tenure though that the Winnipeg Blue Bombers have. But man, I felt bad for them. I felt bad for whatever crossover team was going to go over East. Again, you guys know what I know. What I think about the East. There's no Halloween candy over there this year.
It's just tricks, not treats in the East, is what you're telling us.
It is all tricks and ugly Halloween masks over there.
Let's go to the West then. How do you handicap that? You want to see the odds? Want to see?
Yeah. What are the odds looking like?
There we go.
6 points. BC favorite. Over under
BC
53
favorite
and a
by
half.
6.
See, and Sports Select, the beauty is if you take this is where I liked it in my parlay. The tie is a 3-point game. And look at those nice odds, 395.
Okay, so I'm gonna take Calgary. I think BC's gonna win it. I'm gonna take the Calgary spread though, and I'm gonna go under the points. I think that I don't know what's wrong with BC. They kind of lost a little bit of momentum there at the end of the year, but more importantly, they lost their I believe it's their left tackle. They lost. It's either the left or the right one. Either way, it's not good. And again, I think that. I think that VA throws the turnover that breaks the Stampeder back this weekend.
That wasn't in Sports Select, but I do disagree, or I do agree with you that VA is going to be the link that's going to create the opportunity for BC. He's just going to make that mistake that's going to hurt him.
Yeah, and of course we don't want him to, right? But we actually don't care who wins or loses. Either way, the team has to come here, and I think that the Saskatchewan Roughriders they got a shot at whatever team comes over.
Do you have a preference? Do you think the Riders are better versus one or the other?
You got to pick one.
Here?
Yeah. You have to pick one.
Ooh, really good question. I would rather see Calgary. And I know that sounds crazy, seeing as Calgary dominated the Riders 2 games, twice in the regular season, but it's really hard to beat a team 3 times in a row. And I think that I'm an old school guy, man. I love the Saskatchewan-Calgary rivalry in the playoffs, man, and I want to see it. I want to see it sparked up again. So I would rather see Calgary. I think BC comes in here, they get a ton of momentum, and then they'd I would rather see Calgary.
And you're a competitor. The reason I want to see Calgary, because I want to shut them up. It's like whatever happened don't worry about it. Now it's when it matters. This is what happens in November.
Yeah, I mean, again, I think that we got to go back, fellas, for the last couple of visits that we've had together. It's not about the opponent. You know what I mean? And I don't think this is the great point. This isn't the same. You know, to Calgary's credit, this is not the same Calgary that when I came into the league and we had those battles against all the way through like the early 2000s and then the early 2010s where they were front runners. You could point to 5 or 6 guys where if you knew the score, if the score was going to fall in our favor at some point, they would just go in the tank because they had 5 or 6 guys that were absolute front runners, right? I don't think that's this team, and that's to their credit, right? Their coach is not a front runner; he's a competitive, fiery guy. So again, I think that when you're Saskatchewan, you just gotta go out there and what is the bigger, what's the bigger play? What's the long play? The long play is winning Grey Cups. That's what you started in training camp to do. You didn't start in training camp to get revenge on a team or, you know what I mean, make anybody look bad. So if you're truly flying at that 35,000 foot level, just go beat whatever team is there because it's about the Grey Cup,
I do agree with you that Riders got to worry about themselves, but they're going to sit back Saturday and watch who comes out of that. I think BC's defense isn't strong enough to play against the Riders.
I don't think they're going to be able to stop Diedrich Mills.
You're
That's
probably
my hot
right.
take.
You're probably right.
Yeah. Well, here's the thing. I think against the Blitz, against BC's Blitz, I think Trevor Harris has a big opportunity to be surgical. Right, like look at the game while Trevor Harris was in here last week, right? Like where it meant everything to BC and it didn't mean much to Saskatchewan other than just making sure that they're playing a high level of football. And Trevor looked good, and AJ Ouellette specifically looked good. And I think that's the big. That's the biggest piece here coming into the game next week for Saskatchewan is that they're probably as healthy as they've ever been. More importantly, number 45 is going to be ready to roll. And I think that number 45 is the key to the Grey Cup for the Saskatchewan Roughriders.
Okay, we got Rams and Manitoba Bisons tomorrow at Mosaic Huge. We got the big high school football final tonight, Miller versus Riffle.
Yeah.
It's just and there's great 6-a-side, 9-a-side football around the province.
What's the spread on Miller, boys? What's the spread on the Miller?
We can't find it online anywhere. That's the problem.
Marcus Adams. Marcus Adams Jr. Marcus Adams Jr. Riffle, the NOD boys got to figure out a way to stop
I'm taking Miller. I got Miller in the spread, whatever it is.
That's the favorite. I was almost going to double or nothing my Western pizza, but I'm like, I'm not going that. I'm not that crazy. I'm NOD, but I'm not that NOD right now. Hey, let's leave you with one NFL question.
Yeah.
Chiefs and Bills on Sunday. It's a little bit of a test for the Bills because people are kind of writing them off, and everyone's buying Kansas City stock again. What do you think in that one? It's in Buffalo.
It's in Buffalo? They play well in Buffalo, the Bills do. You know what? I like the Chiefs.
Jeez.
I like the Chiefs.
I agree with you.
Actually, no, I'm lying. I'm taking the Bills.
Are you?
I'm taking the Chiefs. Shout out to Haley Steinfeld. We're going with the Bills, boys.
Yeah. All right. Yeah. We'll let you get trick or treating. We appreciate you doing this today. You forgot it was Halloween when you texted me earlier.
Hey man, go Jays. That's all we're worried about today. Let's go get some.
Right.
You know, it's an important day today because the kids got to be reminded. For all the parents out there, this is an amazing opportunity to continue to teach your kids about the tax system. So make sure that you're taking the candy, you're using the candy to teach them about the tax system. It's a high income earning deal, so take about 35 to 40%. But it's a great lesson in life, fellas. It's a great lesson in life. All parents should be able to execute there.
No, you know what?
I love the candy tax. There's a candy tax, kids. Come to the door.
No, you know what I do with my kids? I take 90% of it and I just ship it to someone in Quebec. Have a good one, buddy.
All
Thanks,
right,
Luke.
see you guys later.
See you, Luke.
That's awesome. Here, kid in Quebec, here's some Saskatchewan candy.
Let's take a break at the Sportscage, streaming at sportscage.com.
Hey, you down there. Yeah, it's me, the sun. Been up here doing my thing for, 4.6 billion years or so, and you're still paying full price for power? Come on. Get a Keln Solar residential system. Use me to power your AC, your fridge, your whatever that thing is in your garage. Help me help you. What movie's that from? Anyway, when you've got extra power, Sask Power gives you credits. Jerry Maguire, that's what that line's from.
Get a quote at kelnsolar.com.
Fall means pumpkin spice, falling leaves, and slippery roads. When the temperature drops, so does your tire's grip. Enter Quality Tire. Don't wait for that first icy morning to find out you need new tires. Quality Tire will get you into the right set for the season so you can stop quicker, handle better, and keep smiling all season long. Stay ahead of the frost with Quality Tire. Trusted for the road ahead with 9 locations across Saskatchewan.
QualityTire.ca 620 CKRM is your home to country's greatest hits and the 90s at 9. 1 full hour featuring the biggest hits of the 90s. Garth, Reba, Alan, Shania, George, and so much more. No cassette tape or CDs required, and 90s mullets are optional. 90s at 9 for the town of Wolseley and the voice of Saskatchewan. 620 CKRM.
Husqvarna wants you to remember when you were a kid, watching Switchback in the nice warm house while your parents were outside shoveling snow.
Make it quick, I'm watching Switchback.
Well, now that you're the adult and shoveling snow is still a drag, get yourself a Husqvarna snowblower from the local team at Prairieland Rentals. This is no big box store. You deal directly with the owner, who knows Husqvarna, and a guy who would always answer, make it quick, I'm watching Switchback. Prairieland Rental, 600 Albert Street, prairielandrental.com.
Brr, it's freezing in here. When are we turning the heat on?
Not yet, honey. Dutch Ag's price freeze is on till the end of October. They've delayed their usual October 1st price increase to November 1st, so farmers get 1 more month to lock in 2024-2025 pricing.
So we're freezing to save money?
You bet. Buy now, save big, and even get free freight.
With 46 new part numbers in this year's catalog, don't miss the preseason program and price freeze till October 31st. Visit DutchOpeners.com. Dutch Agriculture, on farm for you.
Howdy, y'all. It's Wood Country Woody again. Well, looks like new home prices are still higher than a giraffe on an extension ladder. But a custom and RTM home from Wood Country gives you what you're looking for at a price that's down to earth. They draft your home for your right in store. Then they custom build your home right on your site. Literally thousands less for a home you actually want. See Wood Country today.
Your home is your castle.
In McLean, Estevan, and Tisdale. Wood-country.com.
The name you know and trust has moved closer to you. Mainline Motors is now only 30 minutes away. The amazing deals and award-winning service is now at your doorstep. Mainline Motors, a proud Saskatchewan name for generations, is here to serve your every need with a huge selection of new and pre-owned with prices that won't be beat. Do your wallet a favor and call Southie Mainline today, 306-726-2060, or check us out online, southie-mainline.ca. Worth the drive every time, guaranteed.
Country Corner, brought to you by Municipal Hail Insurance. Proudly serving farmers. MunicipalHail.ca.
The very first I Love Regina Pats game is coming up Tuesday night as the Pats clash with the Calgary Hitmen. Tickets up to 60% off. Check out the pregame party at the EggX building starting at 5. Puck drop at 7. Head to our website event page to grab your tickets. The Carmichael Comedy Night is Thursday, November 6th at the Casino Regina Show Lounge. Enjoy top-notch comedy while supporting Carmichael Outreach in their mission to fight poverty and homelessness. CarmichaelOutreach.ca. And take in a great night of Canadian country music with Terry Clark and Paul Brandt at the Connexus Arts Center, Friday, November 14th. The show gets underway at 7:30. Stop by the box office to get your tickets or connexusartscenter.ca.
For more information, visit 620ckrm.com. It's time for the Sports Ticker, brought to you by Extreme Hockey and Sports, Regina's locally owned one-stop hockey shop. Now with a price match guarantee. 1425 McIntyre Street.
6 o'clock kickoff tonight at Mosaic Stadium. City High School Football Championship, Miller and Riffle. Of course, Game 6 in Toronto at 6 p.m. Dodgers and Blue Jays in the World Series. Western Hockey League, Regina Pats at Moose Jaw. 7 p.m. puck drop. Heard right here on 620 CKRM starting at 6:30. The other Saskatchewan game tonight, Prince Albert welcomes Calgary. SJHL, Yorkton hosting the Battlefords. Melfort's in Warman. Melville travels to Nipawin. Prairie Junior Hockey League, Carrot River Thunder at Moosomin Steelhawks, 8 p.m. Sports Ticker is for extreme hockey and sport and umbrella marketing. Anything you need when it comes to marketing your business or your group, they can help you out. And don't forget about the price match guarantee at Extreme Hockey and Sport. They're local. They support local. Extreme Hockey and Sport. We got about a minute left.
We got to talk
in
to
this
Donnie.
hour.
We need coffee cups. Like the
Yetis?
Yetis.
There's a lot of businesses that are getting their logos there put on Yeti cups, Yeti coolers, Yeti. My wife bought one of those Yeti backpack coolers.
Yes.
And I was like, okay. And then we must have used that thing, and we don't have a problem, but we must have used that thing about 10 times this summer. Like, she's in Waskesiu, and she's like, all right, we're going to the beach, or we're going to the boat, and just loads that thing up.
It's easy.
And I was like, okay, I was wrong.
You can throw that over your shoulder. It's easy to carry. It's easy to carry around. It's easy to move. It's a great way to travel.
Moral of the story is I can admit when I'm wrong with her.
That's not what I got out of the story. I got that you might have a small problem, but yeah, you can admit when you're wrong.
I got small things. Okay, so when we come back in hour 3, he's in Nashville.
Yeah.
We don't know. We don't really know where it's ever going to go with Eric Francis.
Never.
But Halloween in Nashville, it should be good for a laugh. That's all I got to know. And we'll check out that here in moments. Get these candies away from me, by the way.
Box going over here.
Mm-hmm.
There we go.
If you're out there trick-or-treating and listening to us, thank you very much. We're having fun. We're giving away tickets to the West Final. We've got an hour left. 936-6262. Text us in. Let us know what you think. If you know my costume from the YouTube stream, you get 3 entries to win those tickets. We're coming back with hour 3 on the Sports Cage in moments.
Proudly broadcasting from Treaty 4 territory, the homeland of the Dakota, Nakota, Lakota, Saulteaux, and on the homeland of the Métis Nation. We are 620 CKRM Regina, a Harvard media station.
It's 5 o'clock. Good evening. I'm Corey Atkinson from the SaskToday.ca newsroom with your 620 CKRM news for Echo Sound in Fort Qu'Appelle. Stay connected with a new cell phone from Echo Sound. Call 306-332-6711. India has imposed a 30% duty on all yellow peas going into that country to protect domestic farmers from foreign competition. China has already a 100% tariff on Canadian peas and canola, which were laid in retaliation to Canadian tariffs on Chinese electric vehicles and steel. Pulse Canada President Greg Cherwick says they weren't expecting it.
That being said, there have been rumors since, I would say, early September that there might be a tariff applied to peas.
Saskatchewan shipped $480 million worth of peas to India in the past year. Our province accounts for about half of Canadian pea production. Growing conditions in the province were quite variable, according to the final crop report of the year. The season got off to a dry start before rainfall in June and mid-July helped crops in most regions catch up in development. Crops Extension Specialist Tice Massich says the southwest region is a bit of an outlier in terms of conditions. Dry to start, and then they got an abundance of moisture.
And once they got rainfall, they got a whole bunch at once. It's too bad that rainfall wasn't spread earlier in the growing season, just more timely throughout the growing season. But they had lots in late July, early August, which was kind of too much at once, and then it was too late for a lot of crops to really benefit yield potential.
There was adequate moisture in the east and west central, northeast and southeast regions, while the northwest was dry for most of the season. Now, the RCMP is investigating a report of someone dragging a dog behind a vehicle near Highway 6 this week. Animal rights lawyer Camille Labchuk says the incident likely violates both Saskatchewan and federal laws against animal cruelty. She says the offense could bring fines of up to $10,000 or 2 years in jail. Anyone with information can call 310-RCMP or contact Saskatchewan Crime Stoppers anonymously. A Saskatoon police officer has been arrested and charged with assault. Saskatchewan's police watchdog says the assault is alleged to have happened while the officer was off duty at a social gathering last year. Investigators interviewed 23 members of the Saskatoon Police Service, as well as 9 civilian witnesses. The officer arrested is scheduled to appear in court on November 27th. An economist says Canada's economy is teetering on a technical recession with roughly flat growth expected for the third quarter. Michael Davenport of Oxford Economics says he expects the economy will struggle to grow in the near term and remain vulnerable to further trade-related disruptions. His remarks come after Statistics Canada said real GDP fell 0.3% in August and expects 0.4% annualized growth for the third quarter. And CAA Saskatchewan says everyone can help make Halloween a safe night on the streets. Its Monster and Motorist Manual includes safety tips for families and drivers. Trick-or-treaters should stick together, stay visible, and wait until they're home to open candy. Adults heading to parties should arrange a safe ride home. Drivers are reminded to turn on headlights early, put phones away, and take extra care around crosswalks and driveways. CAA adds that by slowing down and planning ahead, everyone can enjoy a fun and fright-free Halloween night. That was your 620 CKRM News. Read more stories from around your community and around the province at sasktoday.ca and 620ckrm.com. Your weather is next.
This fall, there's something strange in your kid's backpack.
No signal.
Back in my day, we busted ghosts. Now we bust bad cell plans. That's why I go to Echo Sound, your SaskTel authorized dealer. They've got the latest phones, data plans, internet, and Max TV Stream, and way less slime. Your phone just tried to FaceTime a ghost? Who are you going to call? Echo Sound, your SaskTel authorized dealer in Fort Qu'Appelle. EchoSound.ca.
Brought to you by Line X Regina, Serious Protection Killer Lux, 1865 McCarra Street. Croft Electric, 27 years of trusted, reliable home, farm, and commercial service for all electrical needs. CroftElectric.com and on all socials.
Relatively quiet weather with well above normal temperatures as we head through the weekend. A warm front will bring some gusty winds Saturday afternoon along with some thickening cloud. Drier air will feed in on Sunday, and it looks like those temperatures will stay above normal into early next week as high pressure dominates the pattern. Clearing tonight, we're down to -5. South to southeast winds at 10 to 20. Chance of precipitation 20%. Partly sunny, then thickening cloudiness Saturday with a high of 13. South to southwest winds at 20 to 40. Mostly cloudy and windy. Temperatures rise to 13 Saturday night, then drop a bit late. South to southwesterlies may gust over 60. Partly to mostly sunny, 10 degrees. Still a bit breezy on Sunday. West to northwest winds at 20 to 40. Golden sunshine, 9 degrees on Monday. Sunny skies, 9 degrees on Tuesday. Right now, it looks like quiet weather through the middle of next week and beyond. With your 620 CKRM Precision Weather Forecast, I'm meteorologist Russ Murley.
For 40 years, the team from Line X Regina has been protecting vehicles across Saskatchewan, and we're changing with the times. 3 generations of our family have protected your vehicles. Our business has evolved, and we're not stopping now. The next generation is here. Same family, same commitment, ready for the next generation of truck beds, rocker panels, trailers, bumpers, and running boards in all kinds of colors. Line X Regina, 1865 McCarra Street, the next generation of protective coatings.
Dan at Croft Electric explains the 3 levels of electric service they typically supply to customers.
Number 1, you need to do it now. There's something really bad that we need to fix. And number 2, this should get fixed soon, but it doesn't, it's not an immediate emergency. And number 3 is the nice to have, should be done eventually kind of stuff.
For reliable, professional electrical work for your farm, see Croft Electric.
Do it right, do it once.
CroftElectric.com.
Broadcasting from Century Studios in downtown Regina, Harvard Media presents The Sports Cage, where Saskatchewan comes to talk local sports. Brought to you by Nelson Homes, supplying home packages and RTMs for over 65 years. Be part of the show. Call 1-866-767-0620 or text 306-936-6262. The Sports Cage. Streaming at sportscage.com, our YouTube channel, and on the radio at 620 CKRM.
Heavy metal music. Hour 3. Nelson Homes sponsors it on Friday, and Sharky is with me dressed up as a hunter.
The pheasant hunter.
Pheasant hunter, because he just got back from pheasant hunting as well.
My dog color here. Right?
And his dog got sprayed by a skunk.
Shock part for Barney. That would have worked good.
His dog got sprayed by a skunk, and you didn't use tomato soup. You said it was baking soda?
Peroxide and dish soap.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Does that happen before to you?
Yeah.
You got these guys in South Dakota listening to you today.
They are, and they actually bought more skunk removal stuff.
Yeah.
So,
tough look. Give a read for Flooring Superstores, who sponsors you.
Well, Flooring Superstore, first off, selection unreal. Like, can't believe the amount of product they have in there. Took some stuff home. Wife went no. Took some other stuff home. She went yes. Now, yeah. We've got a product. They're coming out next week. We're going to do all the measuring up and get that installed. And I'm looking forward to that.
Fantastic. Coming up on Monday, the Coaches Show. That's always on Mondays. And then Darian Duran. He had some really good insight this week. You can go back and listen to it. Really curious what he thinks about the West Final coming up. Double Talk with Darian Duran on Monday is always brought to you by our friend Jeff Campbell at Campbell Safety Consulting. You got harassment in the workplace. It's a big one these days. A lot of companies don't know how to handle it correctly. You call on the pros at Campbell Safety Consulting, and they can come and get your business place hooked up as well. Okay, so we got the 2 semifinals. Looks like it's going to be Montreal.
We're still a day away. We go, looks like it's going to be Montreal. Everybody's picking Montreal.
And I, for some reason, think Calgary could find a way. Again, everyone's taking BC. The Riders this week, obviously practicing and things. The one thing Coach Mace talked about today at practice, Tommy Stevens, he was running around. What does that mean to the team?
He's certainly a crucial weapon for us. And honestly, just a great guy to have in the locker room and activated, man. I think everybody's got so much faith in what he's able to do. So, yeah, it's a big bonus.
Huge.
I think he's right. I think it's a huge bonus. I think he's a tremendous part of the offense, and I love seeing him out there. Yeah.
I said it earlier in the show. I wasn't a huge, we need a short yardage guy, whatever. And then we brought him in. I like the guy. He's a dude, a dog, and what he does and how big he is and how the game has evolved the football. You need that short yardage.
He's more than just a lean over the offensive line and get the first down. Mm-hmm. Like, he can do so much more. So, I'm happy that he's back and playing, and because he just adds another dimension to the offense.
Kean Schaefer-Baker, he was flying around today, which obviously is very promising.
Yeah, I thought last week for Shafe to get out there and had a game that he did and just solidify for him things that I know he knows he's capable of, but for us to be able to roll out a potential roster that truthfully we haven't really had all season. It's good to get those guys all back together.
Our receiving core is good, but just have all the options.
A lot of depth there.
Let's have all the options.
Let's get everybody there. Yeah.
The boys yesterday that were in, CJ Rivas and Mike Rose, that was a fun show. If you didn't listen to it, go back and watch that last hour. That was fun. That Mike Rose story, I asked them both, worst experience getting cut. And the Mike Rose ones, it's really good. I don't know if they made a short from it yet, but they're going to do it soon. It's Halloween, so of course the reporters. The funny thing was Rob Vanstone showed up today to the media scrum, and he was wearing a Colorado State Rams football hat, which was Coach Mace's college team, Wyoming's biggest rival. So Coach Mace was asked if he's got any Halloween advice for Rider Nation.
Yeah, go out and have fun. I encourage parents to get out there, man. If you're walking around with your kids, that time ain't gonna last long before they kick you out of that. Going trick or treat. So dress up with a man, get some pictures. Just don't dress like Rob.
Don't dress like Rob. That's great. He does say he's going out trick or treating tonight.
Yeah,
he's got the kids. So he mentions what reaction does he get when Coach Mace shows up at the door trick-or-treating?
Yeah, you get a little bit of a mixed reaction sometimes, but it's friendly, man. They're always supportive of the team. Still didn't offer any extra candy or anything like that, which is I thought that was one of the perks of the gig, but evidently not. So just playing it true to form, just taking my one candy. No, I'm joking. Everybody's been awesome, man. Everybody's been great.
Okay, we can see him on the other side of the camera there getting situated in Nashville, Tennessee. Who knows where this is going to... It doesn't look like he's wearing a costume at all.
No, he looks costume-free at this point.
NHL insider Eric Francis is coming up. We're going to get to that after the break. It's the Sports Cage on 620 CKRM.
The road to the 112th Grey Cup rolls through Riderville. Don't miss a moment of this weekend's CFL West semifinal here on the Cooperators Rider Broadcast Network, 620 CKRM. Tomorrow we'll have all of the action in a winner-takes-all Western showdown. The losers go home, and the winners face the Roughriders in the Western Final at Mosaic Stadium. We'll break down the matchup starting at 12. Kickoff follows at 3:30. Playoff football is brought to you by UFA, Sask Lotteries, and Croft Electric. Stream every moment of Rider football at sportscage.com.
And the puck's dropped on your financial future. Are you skating toward retirement? Don't get caught offside when it comes to your work pension, farm succession, or changing family needs. Chad Reach, Senior Wealth Advisor, and the team at GP Financial Services and Aviso Wealth are your local independent advisors helping Saskatchewan families plan for retirement and beyond. 306-584-2755, gpfinancial.ca. Mutual funds and other securities are offered through Aviso Wealth, a division of Aviso Financial Inc.
So, since that little ding on my car last week, I don't know where to take it.
I don't even know.
That's easy. Take it to Regina Motor Products.
Who said that?
I did. Down here. I'm Terry the Tire. Regina Motor Products Chevrolet Collision Center and SGI accredited auto body repair is a full-service collision and body shop that works on all makes and models. Just submit your claim to SGI and set an appointment to get your appraisal done. Easy.
I bet you're tired after saying all that.
South at Highway 1 and 6, Albert Street. RMPChevrolet.com.
The Rough Rider Foundation's 50-50 is heating up. And the early bird prize for the West Final is a week in sunny Costa Rica, or $9,000 cash. But don't wait. The deadline is 5 p.m. November 6th. You could be cheering in paradise or cheering here with a wallet full of winnings. Don't get hit with regret. Buy your 50-50 tickets early at riders5050.ca and go Riders!
Riders 50-50 is presented by ISC. Lottery license LR250011.
Since 1949, Nelson Homes has been providing you one-stop shopping for ready-to-move homes, panelized packages, and on-site builds. Nelson Homes' team of authorized dealers all over Saskatchewan would be happy to help you turn your dream home into a reality. In the Saskatoon area, call Kurt at Canadian Timber Homes or call 1-800-661-6534 for more information. Nelson Homes, trusted quality and service since 1949.
Getting in on more of the sports action you want is as easy as playing at sportselect.com. Simply make your picks online, generate your QR code, and lock in your bet at your local Lotto Spot retailer. Then sit back, watch the game, grip your chair, and high-five anyone nearby. Every bet is 100% legal with the chance of winning cash in hand. When you're ready to play, bet on the original. Must be 18 plus to play. Play responsibly.
It's time for the Sports Ticker, brought to you by Steelcraft Doors Regina, made in Western Canada for Western Canadians.
All right, a couple of big things go down at 6 p.m. Obviously, the World Series, game number 6, Jays and Dodgers, and then at Mosaic Stadium, City High School football final, Miller and Riffle. Tomorrow at 1 p.m. at Libel, Johnson in the provincial semifinal against Saskatoon BJM. Western Hockey League tonight, right here in 620 CKRM, starts at 6:30. Pats are in Moose Jaw. The other Saskatchewan game has Prince Albert hosting Calgary. SJHL, Battleford's in Yorkton. Warman welcomes Melfort, and the Millionaires of Melville are in Nipawin. Prairie Junior Hockey, Carrot River is in Moosomin to take on the Steelhawks at 8 p.m. Sports Ticker is for Steelcraft Doors Regina, made in Western Canada for Western Canada. If you need a garage door, they got a 40,000 square foot new facility in Regina. They can hook you up. Regina Steelcraft Doors.
Now for Inside the NHL with Eric Francis on the Sports Cage. Inside the NHL is brought to you by Sports Select. Getting in on more of the sports action you want is as easy as playing at sportsselect.com. Simply make your picks online, generate your QR code, and lock in your bet at your local Lotto Spot retailer.
NHL Insider, you heard the intro. There he is, Eric Francis. Just landed in Nashville. So what's the plan tonight? How do you get your eyeballs on the Jays game in Nashville? Make us all jealous.
Yeah, I'm going to go dressed as a World Series champion. I hope later tonight after the game. But no, it's funny. We got a crew that all want to go out. It's Halloween in Nashville, which I don't really even know what that means, but I have a feeling it's going to be a ton of fun. But I'm not really getting into the Halloween thing. I'm getting into the World Series thing. I just don't know where we're going to get in anywhere. Or is it easy to get in tonight? Is everybody at home handing out candy to their kids?
No,
I don't think so. This doesn't seem like the crowd that goes home and hands out candy to kids here in Nashville.
So if you go as a Blue Jay World Series champion, let's go back to 92, 93. Who would you go as? Would it be Tom Hankey? Go buy some big glasses. Would it be Kelly Gruber with a little blonde mullet in the back? Paul Molitor, who had a beard under his eyes. Who would you go as?
I have so many favorites from back in those days. Rance Mulniks, Roberto Alomar, Joe Carter. I in light of how things have unfolded for Roberto Alomar, I wouldn't go as him. I would go, Gruber was always one of my favorites, man. He was the best. And Tom Hankey, David Wells. Actually, the way I'm plumping up these days, probably go as David Wells. That might work. That worked out pretty well.
I still think you'd have to put on a few more pounds to go as David Wells. He pitches a big boy.
I'm on a pretty long road trip here, so I'm working my way towards it. Don't worry.
Okay, here's a question. When you're on these long road trips, and I know it's a grind, and you don't get to pick them, right? Like, you wouldn't pick going to Nashville. You would rather go to that Winnipeg, wherever that swing goes, Minnesota. But when you're on the road for a long time, do you hit the gym? Do you bring the sneakers?
Those days of trying to fool myself are over. I'm in this challenge right now where I try to do 100 sit-ups, 100 push-ups, 100 squats every day. And you can do that. You don't need sneakers to do that. And I'm pretty good at I've been pretty faithful at that. I text my buddies every day, and if you don't text, you feel shame. Anyway, I travel. When I go to Europe, wherever I travel in the world, I don't believe in checking a suitcase. I actually think it's asinine to consider even thinking about checking a suitcase. The odds of them getting lost or damaged or just having to wait that extra 20 minutes after, I can't stand it. So space is at a premium in my little carry-on bag, and that's my excuse for not bringing any of my workout gear, because I just don't have any room for it.
Aren't there some fancy hotels, though, that you can, rent sneakers? Yeah. I think probably the stuff that you're... I think they have, workout gear that you can... I don't know about the undergarments, but I think you can rent some sneakers.
Look, stop it. I'm not going to work out no matter what you say.
Then have you done the 100, 100, 100 today yet?
No, I've been pushing that off too.
Okay, why don't we do the rest of this hit while you do squats? Yeah. Why don't we do the rest of this hit while you do your 100 squats?
Right now?
Yeah, let's do it. Okay. Tell us about the Flames road trip so far.
Well, it's not been going that well. I don't know if you've been paying attention. They've lost 10 of their last 11 now, and it's not for a lack of effort. It's lack of skill. It seems like every game is a different thing. They take too many penalties. Their goaltending's not good enough. They were pretty good last night in Ottawa. Am I at 100 yet?
99.
100. There we go. Okay, boys. Thanks a lot.
Text your buddies. Text your buddies. You got him in.
Holy cow. Freaking hot. Yeah, things are not going well in Calgary right now. It depends how you look at it. Most people in Calgary look at it and say, this is perfect. This is the perfect way to go. Let's take this as an opportunity to go in the other direction, get a better draft pick. I mean, we've talked about this, and it's getting to be old news. But right now the big talk in Calgary is, that the fans are upset because Connor Zary was a healthy scratch the other day. Coronado was a healthy scratch the other day. These are the young guys that are kind of the core moving forward, and people want them in there making mistakes or whatever it is and learning the ropes on the run. But, the coaching staff and management are like, look, we can't just keep rewarding ice time and roster spots to guys who keep making the same mistakes. And I get that too. So anyway, therein lies the debate in Calgary right now. But everybody else just says, play the young guys and lose every game. It's a lovely theory, but A, that doesn't help young guys develop. B, it crushes the culture in a city. And C, no coach, GM of any sort's ever going to stand for pure tanking like that.
Okay, does the team go out tonight and then maybe play guilty tomorrow?
I'm pausing because look, the game tomorrow is an afternoon game.
Yeah, even better.
And, I think. Well, yeah, and no morning skate, so you don't have to skate all guilty in the morning. Look, maybe I'm naive, but I'm pretty sure these guys, even though their season's gone off the rails, the World Series is on tonight. These guys are probably going to gather all together and watch it as a group, and it's an easy excuse to not go out and rip this city up. But ask me on next Wednesday how many of the guys I saw out on Broadway, and I may or may not tell you the truth.
Okay.
But you talk about the young guys with the Flames. They've got a good young group. They really do. They've got a good young group. Is it maybe the leadership from the old guys not getting down? Is it the other way around?
No, I think the leadership's like one of their strengths. I still do. I think it's and I don't know if this has anything to do with leadership, but like their lack of discipline is becoming more and more of a problem. Like they talk every game about taking fewer penalties, and yet they still take penalties, lazy penalties too, not just overly aggressive penalties, like dumb penalties in the offensive zone, being careless with their stick, whatever the case may be. So, no, the leadership I strongly believe is not the problem in Calgary. I think it's the base from which you build to try and get back into this thing. Look, there's no way you bounce back from this. You're 2 wins in your first 12 games, impossible to bounce back from. And actually, I got to check with our stat people to see if it's ever even happened. And I bet you it hasn't in NHL history. So season's over. It's what do you want to do from here? And that's where the debate is. Do you want to just play the hell out of the youngsters? There's an interesting decision of sorts that's coming up for the Flames. Zane Parek's played 9 games.
Yeah.
Zane Parek is not.
Yeah.
Zane Parek is not really everyday NHL material right now. He'll get there. He's going to be a star, but he's not there yet. And some people think that they didn't play him last night because they're debating whether or not to send him back to junior. He can't go to the AHL because of the CBA rules, which is a real failure on the NHL's part.
Doesn't that change next year?
Yeah.
It does change next year, but that doesn't help this kid this year. So, he's got nothing that he can – there's nothing to gain from going back to junior. I'd rather see him come here, play 3/4 of the games, learn by osmosis and by all of his mistakes, go to the World Juniors for Team Canada, and that's how your season's going to unfold here. And by the end of the season, he'll have learned a hell of a lot.
They are two wins in the first 12, but last week we played a clip where the Blue Jays lost the opener 12-2, and I said the season was over. So it's maybe a little early to call it, right? When the Blue Jays lost the home opener, little early, but I still agree with you. It's a heck of a mountain to get back on top to get themselves in any kind of a race.
Well, if it was, the Tampa Bay Lightning, I might say, yeah, I'm not worried. I think they could come back. Or if it was Florida, But it's the Calgary Flames who barely stuck into a playoff hunt last year, yet still fell short. They've changed none of their personnel. As a matter of fact, they lost the strength of a backup goaltender. And we're expecting more from them than last year. Like, it doesn't make any sense. So I've covered this team for decades, and I know what it's like to chase all year long, and it becomes exhausting. Even if you did go on a 7-game heater, eventually you're going to get too worn out. Because think about it, guys, also, the other thing about the Calgary Flames is how do they win games? They win games with two things, goaltending and work ethic. And if you're built on 100% basically work ethic, there are going to be nights where you're just going to run out of steam, and then you have no chance. So it's an uphill climb for these guys for sure.
The Winnipeg Jets are 8-3, tops of the Central, 16 points. If you were writing for the Winnipeg Free Press like our friend Kenny Weeb does, or if you're part of that Winnipeg, are you sitting there at this point and going, oh no, here we go again? All the promise in the world, expectations, we are going, white shirts, deep playoff run. I just feel like the Jets, they're so close, but again, here we are with a really good hockey team. What do they do at the end of it all?
I don't know. I mean, look, I think that's a good team, obviously. I mean, that's not a hot take. Last year and the year before, Hellebuck has disappeared in the playoffs. That's been their biggest problem, is that he can't seem to figure it out when it matters most. He had a pretty good Four Nations tournament. I'll give you that for sure. But, playoffs is what matters most. And if he can't figure it out, I still feel like eventually he will figure it out in the playoffs. Like, I still believe very strongly they're a top 5 team in the National Hockey League. And I don't question that. Like, even if you just look at that top line, I would argue that's the best line in hockey. I really would. Like, we can have that discussion some other day where you go and rank your top lines in the NHL. Velarde with Scheifele and Connor, I'm putting right at the top. There are there's other teams that have great players, but they don't always I can't. Draisaitl and McDavid aren't really aligned. Sometimes they play together all the time whenever they're short a goal, but they're not aligned. I kind of defy you to come up with a line that might be, as good, if not better than those three. And that'll carry you a long way on top of the best goalie in hockey and a pretty damn good decor.
Interesting. Because I was trying to think of what else would be a top line. Maybe
Eichel, Dorofoyev,
Marner, Vegas.
I don't even know who's on that line. I just know they got lots of points.
Marner's playing on the second. Yeah, Marner and Dorofoyev are playing on the second line. Mark Stone's out right now, so they don't really have that's part of it. What is exactly their top line with Mark Stone out? It's kind of all jumbled right now. Look, whoever McKinnon plays with, if it's McKinnon, Rantanen, and Lehkonen, I could hear that argument all day long. That's a pretty damn good line, too. That would be in my top 5 for sure. So, a lot of these top players don't stick with the same line all the time, and that's part of why I put them near the top or at the top, because they've been together now for 2 years, and they're going to be together for a lot of years moving forward.
It's definitely a very good watch when Winnipeg's playing. They create so many chances, and they're, like you said, their back end is so strong. Morrissey moves the puck well for them. Pionk, they're getting a lot of mileage out of guys that maybe other teams looked away at. And I think you're right. Winnipeg, top 3?
Yeah. I just want it to happen.
Top 5.
It would be something really special. It would be so special.
I'm going there in a couple of weeks to a game, to Silver Heights. I'm taking it in.
You getting some rips?
You go to Nashville, I go to Winnipeg. 6-7.
6-7.
6-7, you're hilarious. Someone threw at me the other day that, would Winnipeg winning the Cup, would that unite the country? Or, people are trying to equate the Blue Jays' mass appeal to anything else, and there's just nothing that you can.
No.
Didn't we have this discussion, Barney? To the national Olympic team, but other than that, there's no hockey team outside of the Olympics that the whole country is going to agree upon ever. It's just never going to happen.
Okay, I want to ask you this, because it's Eric Francis, NHL Insider. It's brought to you by Sports Select. I just went on to sportselect.com, and I'm looking at the futures. So we can play the futures. If people don't know what the futures are, it's like you're betting on. Right now, it's like who's going to finish first in the Eastern Conference. Now, out of these teams that I'm kind of fascinated on a couple of them because they're at the top. Detroit, Montreal, New Jersey. Is New Jersey the play there? What do you think out of Montreal and Detroit maybe being that team this year that sneaks in and goes on some weird run?
Oh, yeah. Remember, we talked about this the other day. It's who wins, who's standing at the end of the Eastern Conference Championship. It's not regular season. So you got to try to pick who can really continue to elevate their play in the playoffs. Look, we just saw Montreal and Calgary last week. I mean, that is going to be a force for a lot of years. Is this the year they start to become a force? I don't know. Let's see how the season progresses. But, man, I love the way they're built, and I love the way they're going.
What do you love? What do you love so much with your eyeballs? When you're watching them with your eyeballs, what do you like so much about them? Obviously, high skill and all that, but there's more to hockey than that.
You know, that Suzuki Caulfield battery is like Scheifele and Connor to me. You know, like they're just so incredible together. Clutch goals from Caulfield, like that's kind of his hallmark already early in his career. Add to that Demidov and the incredible talent that he is. I just think Slafkovsky has kind of been a quietly building, not, you know, living up to first overall status, but been a real nice little piece of that. I mean, that's a pretty good top line that's going to be there for a while with Slafkovsky, Caulfield, and Suzuki. They've got some great depth. You know, by all accounts, they're real leaders or they're veterans. Guys like Jake Evans and Anderson. You know, I just think that, and their blue line, I guess, is kind of one of the most exciting things. You know, they got Guli Jakai is a straight role player, but man, I wouldn't want to face that guy on a nightly basis. He crushes guys.
Yeah.
And I just think that they've got all the skin. Hudson, you know, there's a very real chance that Hudson's the third or fifth best defenseman in the league in a year or two, right? With that skill set. So I don't know. Everything about them, the one piece they're missing to me is the goaltender. I don't know if Dobish can be that guy. I certainly don't feel like Montembeault can be, but they're going to both be given lots of chance to do that. And oftentimes that's kind of one of the last pieces you need for that goalie to step forward. I mean, ask the Edmonton Oilers. They're a goalie short. And Montreal, I still think is a goalie short, but maybe they do have the guy. They're just so young, we don't know yet.
There's not a lot of goalies kicking around that you can go get that are going to fill that void either, right? Like, if it was easy to solve, Edmonton would have done it already. Yeah.
And then you got the guy's going to want to go there.
Yeah.
Yeah, and you got to be able to afford them. And like goalies are it's so tough to, you know, there's a reason why nowadays in the NHL draft, you don't see goalies going 5th overall, 7th overall, 10th overall, 1st overall, like Rick DiPietro. I remember being at that draft. He went ahead of Danny Heatley. That was a little bit of a slip up, Mike Milbury, which I reminded of him a lot when I used to do the hot stove on Hockey Day with Milbury. And that came up a lot in the green room. And a couple times on air, which you didn't appreciate. Anyway,
he seems like such a nice, calm guy.
Easy to get along with sort of guy. Yeah,
beat you with a shoe.
Yeah, absolutely. He's Mad Mike.
Okay,
the goalies. It's an issue in Montreal.
Nashville. We're all jealous. Over under 10 minutes after we're done this hit that you have a rum and coke in your hand.
You know, you guys got me. Obviously, I did that big workout at the early when I started talking here. Now I'm kind of feeling like I should get that done and then earn my rum and coke, my first rum and coke.
Yeah.
It's going to be a long night, easy as she goes, especially if the Jays win. It's going to be a real long night.
Yeah.
And man, are we all going to have a blast. Like, how fun is this? Like, obviously neither one of you guys were born when the Jays won last time. I'm kidding. But I remember I was in university at the time. It's funny, I was in Ottawa, and we were downtown in the Byward Market, which used to be the place to be. It's not that way anymore in Ottawa, unfortunately, but we used to go to a bar called the Yucatan Liquor Stand, and in the middle of the Byward Market was a pumpkin patch, like a place where people would go on the weekends to buy their pumpkins. Well, when the Jays won, for some reason, somebody scaled over the fence and released all the pumpkins. And there were hundreds and hundreds of pumpkins getting smashed all over the Byward Market. That's how we celebrated. I hope it's a little more civil tonight in Nashville.
Just for the record, was already through my first divorce when the Jays won the World Series, so I got a few years on you, Eric. Yeah.
She ran off with Rance Mullinder.
Yeah.
Little known story.
Yeah.
She loved how he choked up on the bat.
Thank God she's gone.
Be careful.
All right, can you just if you could only make me just one. First off, tonight, if there's Canadians celebrating down there, tell some people that you're Tom Hankey's son. Just take him on a whirlwind. I remember talking to James Duthie on the Monday Nooner, and he was a Clemson soccer star, and that's what his bar thing was. And then if you can go to Robert's Western World and have that bologna sandwich for me, and to just shoot me a picture, just make me really jealous.
I'm in. And wash it down with a bunch of rums. That sounds like a great idea.
I don't know why we don't travel more. I don't know why we don't travel more or travel at all.
Yeah, now I'm hungry. Oh, great.
Have fun, man. Get those squats done.
I love it. Okay, yeah. I'm right back at it.
All right. See you later.
Thanks, Eric.
Yeah, no suitcase, Eric.
Take
joining
care.
us, our NHL insider here on. It's brought to you by Sports Select. You can lock in your bet now at your local Lotto Spot retailer just by doing it online or on your mobile device. Get a QR code. What do you want?
What futures you got over there? What do you got?
This is to win the Eastern Conference.
Okay.
Look at Montreal, 14-1
to win the conference,
and New Jersey's 575. New Jersey's not really a dark horse, but there's still not a lot of people know about them. We don't watch enough.
No.
New
Jersey. They have a great goaltender in Markstrom.
I think they're just good.
Yeah. I don't think the Wings should be number one.
Detroit, Detroit, 35-1. Oof, that's paying.
Yeah.
You're going to Nashville if you win that bet.
It is at sportselect.com.
Must be 18 plus to play.
Cash in hand. It's the original. Bet on the original. That was Eric Francis. We'll go to break here. It's a Sports Cage. We're having fun. We're streaming through our YouTube channel at sportscage.com.
It's the start of a new year. Time to get financially fit. If you're looking to open an RRSP or a TFSA, maximize an existing account, or update your investment mix, Cooperators can provide the personalized advice and service you need. Want to start the new year on the right financial foot? Contact your local advisor to build a plan that works for you. Cooperators, investing in your future together.
Hey, farmers and ranchers, do you want the next generation to know and care more about agriculture? Donate to the Acres for Education campaign by Agriculture in the Classroom Saskatchewan to help get students out of the classroom to experience agriculture. This year, every dollar donated will be matched up to $25,000 thanks to JGL, so your gift will make twice the difference. Donate at aitc.sk.ca/Acres for Education.
Freeze Tallman wants you to get her done before the winter. They can save you time